Oh, hi there, everyone. Welcome to another special edition of here at Cardwell's Cauldrons on Geektopia Island. I'm Cardwell.
And I'm Kevin.
Today, we are going to go through the whole review of Frontiers from Legion's Realms at War. It is out now, so you can go on to your local web browser and check it out and buy you a few boxes there, here and there. But today, it's going to be a really relaxed type of set review. We're going to talk about the cards. They don't really have limited as far as we know, but we'll just let you know how we are. We're both brewers, so we just can figure out weird things to connect and make.
Yeah, and we both see cards differently. You'll see that some of it, like, we'll think one card's good, and then the other will think that card's terrible. It's how we are. It's how the world works, and it's how things go. So you'll get to see both of what our views are on some cards, and if we both are like, this card's amazing, we'll tell you.
Yeah, we can do yay, nay.
For the most part, it's just going to be like, is it playable? Is it not playable? Or is it just don't look at it? Because a lot of card games still have those because you have to.
Yep. And we're also going to do things by Legion, of course. So you're going to have a timestamp. So if you have a favorite Legion, just jump on down and click the timestamp and we'll get you there for sure. But before we get into anything and everything, go ahead and remind you that we do have a Patreon. It only takes $1 to support us, and we love you very much for it, and the link will be down below. And there you can go and get on our Discord. You get our deck techs early and all our streams early that we're starting to finally get to and get all the stuff there done. And also our Discord, you can jump on there as well. We lowered the tier for it, so it'll be a lot easier for people to join and talk about all the fun stuff in life. With that, let's get into it. With this set, with Frontier set, we're going to start with the Bounty Realm cards. And I'm immediately super sad and disappointed. I'm very excited about this card when I first saw it. But let's read into it, shall we? So, Ephedion is what I'm going to call it. It is a warlord for a Bounty Realm, which ever since Bounty Harvest, I was like, we need a realm and we need a warlord for this set because I kind of just want that to happen, you know? But it has DCM 85. It is Elysium rare. As you can tell in the bottom left, there are the cute moon phases, so it's a completely different rare set. It has Veillock Midiogen. That doesn't exist yet. That means we can't play it.
Yeah, it'll come out in future set. We're not sure what it does yet, but we're pretty excited about this.
Yeah, excited, but my stomach hurts. You gave me an ulcer because I want to play this, but I can't. But because a special ability of a Channel Cosmic Magic, it's a passive, so it happens no matter what, every turn, whenever. You can activate Bounty Realm Unified and Fortified cards from the Eradication Zone as if they were being activated from your hand on the field. So my mask deck would be amazing with this, because I can just keep putting mask things on your opponents immediately. Also has a second passive, special ability World Shaper. You can activate your synergy during your opponent's war phase. We don't know what that does either, because there is no synergy yet. And then it has a magic attack, but no physical attack, mind you. It has shifting paradigms. Shuffle two cards on the field back to the respective owner's decks.
Yeah. So she is super strong by herself.
Yeah.
It depends on what those two cards do that she needs to make her even better. But she is the first god rare, god person of the game.
Yeah.
So it is kind of cool that we're getting this early. So you get to have it and be like, hey, cool, this is what I need to get, and then you get to see the pieces later on. But if her Veil and her synergy are just as good, then we're in for a lot when this does happen.
Yeah.
Because her magic attack is really, really strong, because it's literally just put two things away. I don't care what they are, they go away.
Just done.
Like, it doesn't, and it's not like a kill spell. It's kind of worse because it makes it go away. Like, you don't destroy it, so destroy triggers don't trigger. It's just shuffle it back in, so they probably won't get that card again for at least 3 or 4 turns.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's nuts. So just being able to be like, those two cards go away. Don't care. That the threat in my way, gone.
Yeah.
Is incredibly crazy to me.
Or if somehow you are almost milled, you can put 2 cards in the back of your deck and play them, get them like a repeat cycle. That would be pretty cool. But Future Lore Studios, you're a tease. Just gonna say it. You're a tease. You hurt me.
The first other card we have in the deck is one of the first 5-star rares. It is Boundless Riptide. It is fortified, consume 50, so you better make sure you're not using your consume. Target all cards in your opposing player's eradication zone and send those cards to your eradication zone face down. Draw 2 cards. You can activate 1 Boundless Riptide per turn. So if you do get this with your with the new chick, you can be like, hey, all your stuff is boundless. I want it all.
Yeah.
Any of their boundless ones you can use because she can play boundless ones from your eradication zone, which is pretty cool.
And basically, if you're also fighting against Titans, this is a good sideboard card because they use the eradication zone a lot. You can just be like, that's mine now. You don't get to use it. You don't get any bonuses. No, nothing from that.
Yeah.
And you draw 2 cards.
Yeah, and free to draw is real good.
Yeah, for sure. The next one is a fortified act. It is a timeless trap setting. So once per turn, you can place 1 trap counter in the unoccupied warrior card zone. Warrior card zones cannot have more than 1 trap counter. So this is cool already. This sounds cool. Oh yeah, just to let you know, I have not read into the future to see where this is all like, hey, this is happening. Static. If a warrior were to be conscripted or revived to a warrior card zone with a trap counter, destroy the warrior. Static. All warriors destroyed by this effect by a trap counter cannot activate their perish effects.
That card's pretty cool.
That card's
actually really good.
Not a 1-drop. That is kind of a rare because it's an act, and every turn you're like, that zone don't.
See, I don't know. I would still think it's where it needs to be because it is once every turn, but they get to choose if they use it or not. So they get to choose when it gets destroyed. Like,
but if you're if the 4th turn,
if
you're
it
just
stays more than 1 or 2 turns,
Yeah.
then you're in trouble.
Yeah.
But otherwise, like, it's good because you just be like, cool, throw this 1-drop dude out of my way. I don't care about him. But yeah, no, that card's really strong for what it does. And there's also the fact that if you have multiples in play, you're just like, cool, 2 dudes get stuck down.
That's where you just quit.
Because there's no need to. You can only have a limit of 1. So if you have multiple of these, then your opponent's sad because they don't get to have dudes
at all.
You don't get dudes
at all. So, and when you have to do this, when you play this card, you put a Yu-Gi-Oh card on their space. So they're a trap Yu-Gi-Oh card. So you can be like, activate my trap card. Okay, whatever.
Yeah. Next up is Arcana's Observation of War. It is a fortified. The picture is amazing looking.
Yes.
It's crazy with the little weird deer shaman
Deer
guy.
thing.
Bloodborne 5. Increase all consumed costs of armed cards this turn by 5. You can eradicate this card from your discard pile and pay Bloodborne 10. Double the next consumed cost of target player pays this turn. You can activate only each effect of this per turn.
Sideboard.
Yeah, it's a cool card if you know that if you're going against armament cards, but otherwise consume. If they're doing a lot of consume, like, my honest opinion, you don't really play this much against demons because demons don't care to use consume all that much.
Yeah.
Like, yes, they have a few cards that do, but
This is great against Bounty Realm warriors because charisma and or just everything else too.
Yeah, and it's really good against the ones that I like to play, the Mythical Beast, because their guardians just like consume, kill a thing, and you're just like, hey, cool, neat.
Double that, please.
Yeah, pay for it. Gross.
All right, we have a 4-star rare Magic Void Collapse. I like it. It's beautiful too. It's an act. Static. All non-token warriors on the field lose and cannot gain keyword abilities. Once per turn, you can pay consume 20, negate the activation of 1 fortified card, and destroy it. Then if you do, you draw 1 card. This should be in every deck. Just play it every deck. Do it.
I don't know about that.
Well, all known token, it's just lose and cannot gain keyword abilities.
I mean,
no
yeah, I
shockwave,
guess so.
no nothing.
I
no...
forget the top ability is what you really care about.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like the second one's cool just to have to be like, hey, cool, no.
Yeah.
But yeah, the top one is just you get nothing. So it's kind of cool, yeah.
And other TCGs, when you're just like, you don't get enter the play abilities. You don't get to play.
Yeah, stopping inner triggers is real good. My bad, I forgot. Yeah.
Sorry. We're good. Play
It's a
them.
good card. Close the Gateway is a fortified. Consume 10. This card must be activated during your opponent's reinforce phase. So sacrifice 1 warrior on your side of the field. Cards cannot be eradicated or sent to the discard from any player's deck for the remainder of the turn. Not sure what this is going to do yet because we haven't seen what this set does or what some of the other sets do in terms of how good this card's going to be. But it does help you stop like all the undead shenanigans of being like, hey, mill or discard. Like both of those kind of helps like stop that. But otherwise, I don't know what it's going to do exactly.
Yeah, good. Great sideboard against undead, demons, and Titans. So sideboard for sure. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, it's mostly sideboard for those 3. And if you know you're playing against them, then you're like, cool, bring those in. Let's go.
Like, don't do that. Next one is Overflow Magique is unified. It is a 5-star rare. Reset all alchemy points of all. Hey, this is our card.
Our 5-star rare.
Our 5-star rare that we presented. But if you didn't see the video, you should. Of all guardians back to their starting points AP number, then if you do, all guardians consume abilities cannot be used this turn. You can only activate this card once per game. That's okay.
Card's pretty nuts.
It's really good.
Because when you're like, hey, consume everything down real quick, for some of these other big cards that we've said that have consumed, you're just like, cool. That is kind of good with this too, because you can be like, hey, consume 20, destroy your fortified, and then reset my points.
Yeah. So
I get to do it more.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty gross.
That's a great card.
Next is Provoke New Thoughts. It is a fortified, it is a consume 10. This card must be activated during your opponent's reinforced phase. Sacrifice one warrior on the field. Cards that require discarding one or more cards to activate their effects cannot be activated for the remainder of the effect.
Nice.
This is to fight demons and mythical beasts that discard stuff. There's a lot of different decks and stuff that do discard effects. Just say no.
Yep.
But like the other one, this is a sideboard card because if you're not playing against that, this card's useless.
Exactly.
Like, if they're not discarding, then this card does not need to be in your deck. It's just what it is. Sideboard only, but definitely worth it against the certain decks.
Yeah, simple as that. They really had to put this in.
Ophidian's Destiny Dust.
Destiny's Dust. So they're going to do a callback for a tease, but Bloodborne 30. If your Warlord is Ophidian, this card cannot be negated or responded to. So you can still play it. Eradicate all Bounty Realm Unified and Fortified cards in all players' decks face up. If you activate this card when no player's veil has been pierced, you can consume 30, and if you do, pierce all veils. Wow. You cannot attack or have previously attacked on the turn you activate this card.
That's cool. I like that a lot, actually.
That is an insane sideboard card. It's a 5-star rare, so only one in the deck.
I wouldn't say sideboard, because if you get that opening hand, you're just like, hey, cool, pierce your veil when you don't need it to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, you're playing demons? Sure be a shame if you took nothing on turn 1.
Or dwarfs, don't bounce anything.
Like, doing that on turn 1, if you have it, and just being like, consume 30, I don't care.
That is true.
And then I pierce my veil, because we're not sure what it does, but you're playing Ophidian, so you're like, I'm going to do something cool.
Yeah.
And then not care what happens, because your shit's wasted.
Yeah.
And then I get to be like, hey, you can't do anything. And you can't even respond to it, because you're playing Homeboy.
Yeah. But if you're not, you can still play it, which is amazing.
And you still get activated you get still all of your fortifieds and unified cards because of his ability that says you get to play them still from their face up. So you don't lose any value if you're playing this with Ophidian, because you definitely should.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, the value you lose is you take 30. Like, that's pretty raw. Yeah. I'll take my 30.
30 and consume 30 to pierce the veils. Just get them over with. I like it.
Inverted Sunrise. It is a fortified act. Static. This face-up card cannot be destroyed by unifies. Cool. Once per turn, you can make Bloodborne 5 and negate the conscription of a warrior with original cost 3 or less. Or the original attack 3 or less.
Hell
3,
yeah.
Sorry, 3 or more and destroy.
3 or more and destroy it.
Once per turn, you can play Bloodborne 5, negate the revival of a warrior with original attack 3 or less and eradicate it. So you can control one of these face-up. So literally it's Bloodborne 5, kill a 3 and under that comes back from the graveyard, or kill a 3 or more that gets conscripted. So that's really, really cool.
Yeah.
It's a good way to stop all the like big stompy decks. Be like, hey, cool, no.
Yeah. Your Titans, your if you've been watching, are the dragons from Mythical Beasts.
Yeah, the dragons are pretty strong.
Very strong.
We learned our lesson, and Dragon Claw's a really good card.
Yeah, that's a good card. We apologize.
Yeah, we messed up. That's what it is.
The Ophidian effect is a fortified. It is a 5-star rare. You can only activate this card after your veil has been pierced. You can immediately reactivate the effect of your realm up to 2 additional times. Then if you do, no magic, void, unified, or fortified cards and or effects can be activated for the remainder of the game. That's fine. If your warlord is Ophidian, you also gain the following effect. Revive up to 3 Bounty Realm warriors with the attack 3 or less from your discard pile to your side of the field. Only activate it once per game. The art, of course, is extremely beautiful. Oh, man.
So from what it sounds like, Homeboy's realm is going to do a lot of like play extra cards or do extra things.
Yeah.
Because
while board wiping or destroying something.
It seems pretty wild, and especially knowing that he's the first like god character, it has to be pretty powerful.
Yeah.
But forcing you to not play a certain type of fortified or unified is really, really strong. So you better hope to God it's good.
That you can do that, and for your realm to be that good as well.
Also, you're chase rare and hard. Like you're rare chasing hard with this deck. Because
Yeah.
you're just like, we're gonna get all the 5 stars.
And you better get them all foiled or whatever. Like, yeah, I guess they are all foiled. Never mind.
Yeah, there's a lot of 5 stars so far for him, and it's gonna be a pretty wild
You can
deck.
play a EDH deck if you
But
wanted to.
I'd be about it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm about him. He seems real strong if you get those cards. Not gonna lie. Louis, the life of the party. He is a 1-drop warrior. Generosity. This warrior enters the field. All players draw 2. Charisma. When this card enters the play, you pay Bloodborne 5 and conscript a warrior. And then Perish, bestow +1 to all attacks to all warriors on target player's side of the field until they return.
Nice.
I like this dude a whole lot, actually. A lot of people are like, you don't want to play this because it draws your opponent cards, but who cares? It draws you more cards.
Yeah.
And you get to play more charisma dudes, and you know that this dude's probably not going to get countered
Yeah.
or negated.
Be like,
because
yeah,
they're going to be like, I draw 2
cards.
cards. Sweet.
That's why you just have cards that negate their draw. It's as simple as that, or you discard their hand or whatever.
Or you just play more things than they can.
Yeah, exactly. Simple as that.
And if you're playing Ophidian, it's another 5-star to go get. So you can flex.
Just
you know,
literally just a 1 copy.
because regardless, we all TCG players, we all know if you get the flex, you get the flex.
Exactly.
That's how
Then
this
you
works.
win.
That's
The
how
opponent-
TCG
your
works.
opponent has to scoop.
I'm flexing better.
Get out.
That's how that works.
All right, with that, we'll head into the Angel deck. Now, with these, go ahead and let you know that there are a few of them that are reprints with the new art. They're very beautiful and such. Some of them do have different text, but we're just going to go give you the name of them. I know the only one of them that I can remember, and I'll let you know. That's Pandora's Box, but we'll get there. And anything else we need to remind them?
No, they're really pretty.
Yeah.
So just know that they are cards that are from the very first set. They just made them full art and pretty, so you can, pretty out your deck, because we just talked about it better.
And made them balanced, more balanced, pretty much.
Yeah.
So we have the Veil of Purity, of course. That's Angel's Realm and Divinity Realm.
Get all the things.
All the things.
Ascension to the Seraphim, all about the bestow counters, put them everywhere. The artwork's amazing on this one. I like it way better.
I do too, and it's the cornerstone of every Angel deck.
Yeah.
So get there. And then we have Kabashi's favors from the Seraphim. It's okay.
Yeah. Michael's Proclamation, you're countering some dudes. Don't.
Do. The Great Deeds of Vediveld. Probably that's not how it is, but sideways. But this art's super good.
Yeah. But that is the last one of the reprints, so we're going to go into the actual cards of the new set, and it's going to be pretty sweet to see what we got. So first up, Sanctuary of the Ascendants. It is a unified act.
As it should be for
You
Angels.
can play this card if your Guardian is an Angel Guardian. Static, your Angel Guardian does not have to pay alchemy points for its consumability. That's awesome. Once per turn, you can remove 5 holy counters from your side of the field. If you do, negate the activation of Fortified and destroy it. Yes.
Yes.
Yes to this card.
Yes.
I don't have to pay anything to put free holy counters on things, and I get to say no to your stuff all day, every day.
Yeah.
This is one of those acts that you want to try to get in play relatively quickly because it's really, really strong.
Extremely strong, yeah. All right, we have Pure Seraphim Power. So it's a unified consume 5. You can only play this card if your Angel Guardian is Alexandria, Protector of the Pure. And then you can conscript 1 Seraphim Angel from your hand to your side of the field. And if you do, bestow 1 holy counter onto all face-up Seraphim Angel cards you control. If this card is discard power, you can eradicate this card and pay consume 5. And if you do, conscript 1 Seraphim Angel Warrior from your hand to the side of the field. That's really good.
Yeah, I like this card. It's a cool filler card. It's nothing like... I don't know if it's going to be like the be-all, end-all, but it is a really good card for Angels to have in your deck to do silly stuff if you're playing Seraphims.
Yep.
If you're not playing Seraphims, don't use this.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, it's easy. It's simple.
So far, it's the strongest, and you might as well play
Yeah,
Alexandria
it's
as your
really,
Guardian.
really good. Help from the Chaos Divine. It is a unified Bloodborne 4. Eradicate the top 4 of your deck face up. Then if you do, you can search your deck for up to 2 Angel Warriors to attack 2 or less and conscript them. You can activate 1 of these per turn.
That's good.
I will take that all day.
Yeah.
Mill 4, get 2 dudes.
That probably put holy counters on things when you come in. And plus there's a level 5 dude, I can't remember his name, that's also like a 1. He has a bunch of powers on him. Get him. And that art is super amazing. Rochelle Seraphim Gladiator, attack 5. This is
looks
a
awesome.
Beautiful artwork. Good
Yeah,
job.
she looks awesome.
Player.
Repudiation of the Unholy.
Graduation.
Fortified, Bloodborne 6. Negate the conscription or revival of a warrior with attack 3 or less, and if you do, eradicate it.
Done. I would play that. A lot of people use 1-drops.
Card's really cool, and I really just kind of want a print of that picture.
I really do.
To be honest, that picture is amazing.
How much is the original? We'll say.
Yeah, good job, Emmanuel. The picture is amazing.
Yeah. All right. The Saladia, Seraphim Hopeful. That, even this art too. Jesus. Attack 1. Swift. During your player's turn, you can reveal this card from your hand and play Consume 5. Conscript the warrior from your hand. You want a quick blocker? Swift it out. Done.
That's actually sweet.
That's very good. I like that mechanic. That was a new mechanic that we haven't seen before.
Swift is essentially, for those that have it, it's like an instant or a quick cast. You can do it on your opponent's turn, which is super nice. Be like, hey, cool. Bloop.
And the original for this art, too, please. That's great.
Yeah, no. Y'all are doing awesome on getting the new artwork and the new artists, so keep at it. It looking fire so far.
It's super good.
Virtuous Oasis. It is a unified act. Static. All sanctify keyword abilities trigger an additional time. Badass.
Yeah.
Once per turn, you can pay Bloodborne 8. Revive 1 angel from your discard to your side of the field. You can control only one of these.
Done.
Great. I'll
Great.
control one of these and get a dude every turn and trigger all my stuff
Don't
twice.
even care, please.
All day, every day. Totally badass card if you're playing angels.
Use it every time.
It literally just gives angels more stuff to do things with.
More ways to be annoying.
Yeah.
Oh my. Priscilla, Angel of the New Beginning. Attack 1, Swift, so you can play it on your opponent's turn for Consume 5. Perish. Remove 20 Holy Calendars from your side of the field. Then if you do, destroy all unified and fortified cards on the target player's side of the field.
Gross. That's a cool 1-drop. It really is.
It is cool, and you can quickly do it, but it's very situational. And you have to have 20 Holy Counters. Which
But
isn't
hey,
too hard.
If you do, then you're just like, cool, end of your turn, play this dude. Oh, it's my turn. I'm going to swing at your dude and kill it, and then kill your board.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Not too bad.
Justice is swift. Fortified, Bloodborne 5, Consume 5. Draw 1, then discard 1. If you do, destroy. If you do, all angels currently in your hand gain swift, which you can play on either side, and then pay Consume 5, conscript this warrior from your hand until the end of your turn.
Heck yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's just a way to give you extra blockers. Personally, I probably wouldn't use this card that much because I think the other cards that do stuff for you are better. But in terms of fortifieds, I think this is kind of lackluster for the angels. But I'm not saying don't use it. It's just I don't think I would.
I would totally use it, actually. So here's one of our first disagreements here. So it is a fortified, and angels really don't use that many fortifieds. And for you able to draw a card and discard a card that can be eradicated or something in the graveyard, which is perfect. But for you just to drop down a 5-attack angel out of nowhere, just be like, I block. How are you going to do it? And if anything, you do it at the end of the turn, so you can be like, I have another dude on the field to come attack you with. That's my thought process. I think it's great. Or you swing in. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's really perfect and has a great utility to use for angels.
Well, we differ.
Yeah.
I'm not.
And you draw a card, discard.
Angels have a lot of really good fortifieds. I don't like it that much.
How about this one?
Endless Heavens. It is a fortified act. Once per turn, you can discard 1 angel card from your hand and reduce the damage counter of your warlord by 10.
No.
Awesome.
No.
At the end of each turn, you must consume 25. You cannot pay the consume cost of this card. Destroy this card. Okay.
Oh, okay. There we go. There's balance. Thank you.
Because, yeah, once per turn, discarding an angel reduced by 10 is pretty strong. So you just have to be able to pay the consume cost. This card's really good.
Yeah.
It's a really good, like, here's free 20 life.
Like, yeah, if you're on the brink of, like, I need to survive, here we go. Do this maybe twice, maybe once. Or use the Magic card that gives, replenishes all your consume.
Yeah, because you never really know what 10 life is going to do in this game because it's actually quite a bit and it could help you pretty easily.
I like it. All right. Declination is that of the Chaos Divine. Fortified. This art's amazing. Consume 5. Negate the revival of a warrior with the attack 3 or more. Then if you do, shuffle your warrior back in their respective owner's decks. Draw a card. Revival is a very weird use of who knows if that's going to happen or not. So sideboard, for sure.
Yeah, it's a really cool card. I like the idea of it.
Yeah.
It does a lot for you because it literally kills the thing and draws a card, so it's pretty strong. And if y'all keep on the road of like Corrupted Angels, I'm totally about it because that's like my favorite thing.
Idea. Yeah.
Lost Messiah Radical Mindmax is a 5-drop angel. She looks awesome.
Extremely awesome.
Another one of those artworks that you did extremely well with. Well done.
All right, Essence of the Castigation. Now, Essence is a whole new thing in the set, and I think they're pretty awesome. So it's a fortified. This one is Bloodborne 15, Consume 15. You can only play this if Michael is your Angel Warlord. If your Angel Guardian's Alexandria Protector of the Pure, this card cannot be negated or responded to, so it happens. For the remainder of the game, each time Michael of the Divine takes 5 or more battle damage with a single attack, Michael Divine can deal his physical attack to the opposing Warlord. Great. And when this happens, you place it under your Warlord and can only be activated Essence of Castigation once per game. So it sucks because you can have multiple, in your hand, but only one gets activated.
Yeah, but you have other cards that you can discard this card to do stuff with. So it doesn't really trigger much.
Yeah, it doesn't trigger much. And I think these are brilliant and beautiful, and it helps out your...
I also believe they can still get removed after they're done. I'm not sure. We don't know exactly where that it triggers, so we'll have to find out. But if it can get dealt with, like destroy target fortified card, then your other ones in your deck get to be played again.
Yeah. So he just basically...
Or maybe not, because it's only activated once per game. So maybe not. I don't know. We'll have to find out. We'll know more about it later.
Yeah.
But overall, what this card is amazing for is it's like, oh, I took damage, you take 5.
Yeah, Retribution. Black. Perfect Angel.
Super good. I'm taking 5, you're taking 5.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.
It's so strong just to be like, oh, cool. Do you really want to attack? Because you're going to die, too.
You want to swing with your big dudes or your guy with a bunch of arms on him? I don't think so.
Next up, Beacon of the Blossoming Leilani. It is a unified act. Once per turn, you can target one angel card on your side of the field and pay Bloodborne 10. Bestow 5 counters to the targeted angel card. You can sacrifice this card. If you do, bestow 5 holy counters to one angel on your side of the field. You can only control one of these.
Yes.
Yeah, this card's super good, especially with the card earlier we talked about that removes a whole lot of holy counters from your side of the field. This literally gives you like 20.
Yeah.
Or 10. It literally gives you at least 10. And sweet. I'm about it.
Done. Do it. I want to do it. And it says Angel Warriors. The first one is Angel Card, so you can put on something. And then the second one is Warrior. So if you remove holy counters, they try to kill your dude, you just sacrifice it, put 5 on. Suck it, pretty much. This art's cool. Acceleration into the Chaos Divine. It is a unified. Bloodborne 4. Draw 2 cards and eradicate 2 cards from your hand face up. If this card is eradicated, you draw 2 cards. Then if you do, eradicate 2 cards from your hand face up. You can only activate each effect once per turn. So, okay. So either way, you're drawing 2, eradicating 2. So, each effect. So let's say you draw 2, and then you eradicate 2. Then you can eradicate a second copy of this. So you can basically draw 2 and eradicate another one.
It's pretty strong because it's like free card draw.
Exactly.
Free card draw is free card draw. And that is it for angels, and they are super strong looking.
So yep, angels do what angels do. They put holy counters on things and stick around for way too long. But guess what the counterpart is? Demons!
Hey!
One of my favorites, one of our favorites, of course.
Whoa.
One of, Trevor liked them as well.
One of those two. I don't.
Yeah, not one bit.
Nope.
So with that, we'll show off the new art for the Veil. So Veil of Torment, of course, is very beautiful. Reminds me, of course, Diablo and all that fun stuff. And Scorched Realm is the realm. Looks pretty. Now, of course, if you are just doing a timestamp to demons, go ahead and remind you that we are doing cards that are reprints with new art, and some of them have new, not rules basically, but new text to make them cards in balance. But we're just going to go over the names real quick for you and show you the artwork, which this is fantastic. Which is a Pyman's Ceremony of the Fallen. Extremely better than the original. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the artwork's really, really cool.
But the art is amazing.
Next up is Volok's Document of the Damned. It's really cool looking.
Dude, that's pretty much the same. But yeah, super good. Oh, heck yeah. Fall of the Fallen. Fortified. Super beautiful.
And then the act, the fallen voice of damnation. He's pretty metal looking, yelling and screaming.
That's his voice. So pretty. And of course, the treasure of the fallen priestess. And then, oh wait, maybe is that it? That's it. That's an actual card. Let's go ahead and talk about it, shall we?
Yeah.
Never mind. Sorry about that. It is a fortified act, 4 stars, so you can only have 2 in your deck. You can only play this card if your demon warlord, of course, is. Could you please say that?
Onoskelis.
I'm so tired. Onoskelis, the fallen angel priestess. Words. What are they? Once per turn, you can pay Bloodborne 8 and target up to 2 warriors in your opponent's discard pile. Revive the target warriors to the side of the field. They become demon warriors in addition to other legions. Keyword, not until end of turn. That's gone. So do play this card. Once per turn, you can pay Bloodborne 3, manifest up to 3 Arcana Hellhound Demon Warrior tokens to your side of the field. Then if you do, draw a card for each Incarnate Hellhound. Play this constantly, every single one in the deck. You can only control 1 face up, but it doesn't matter.
Don't do it.
You get 2 dudes, and then you fill up the rest with demon dogs.
But yeah, no, for real, this card is amazing.
This card is beautifully
If you're
great.
playing demons, this is definitely a card you need to find. Because it's worth every little bit of playing, because like you said, you're like, pay 8, get 5 dudes.
Yeah. And if you're playing warriorless demons like I do, this is the most beautiful card that you ever need. You'll have creatures on the field.
And even if you don't care to steal something from them, because you have other ways to steal their stuff, because that's what demons do, because they're annoying, you can literally just be like, once per turn, pay Bloodborne 3, get 3 dudes.
Yeah, 3 blockers. Thank you. I don't care.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts just being like, cool. And then it's literally, wow, I just realized that it's once per turn, Bloodborne 3, draw 3 cards.
Yeah.
Because it literally is if you do draw a card for each one, manifest it this way.
With no downside.
Yeah, your downside is you take 3. Oh no. Great.
Any TCG will pay 3 life to draw 3 cards.
Yeah, if you're 1 for 1ing a card, you're pretty good.
Yeah, that's insane.
Next is Fallen Inferno. It is a unified Bloodborne 6. You can play this card if your warlord is the demon priestess. Draw 3, then discard 3. If this card is discarded by the effect of a demon card, you can pay Bloodborne 6 in the top 6 of your target player's deck to the discard. You can activate this each once per turn. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like this card for demons just because it helps you set up their stuff so you can do all the shenanigans with taking crap from their graveyard like we just talked about with this card. And you're just like, hey, cool, get free dudes.
Yeah. And also, there's a lot of demon cards that say if this is discarded by a demon card, do something. So you just literally draw 3 and then get 3 effects for free.
Yeah.
This card's great. Play it.
Yeah.
Play it.
Definitely good.
The Paradise Lost. Of course, they had to name something of that. Unified. Consume 20. You can only play this card if your demon guardian is Vendetta. Reduce the damage counter of your demon warlord X plus 10, where X is the amount of demon cards in your discard from your hand that you've discarded from your hand this turn. Doesn't matter. You gain 10. Consume 20. This card is discarded by the effect of a demon card. You can deal 2 damage to target player's warlord. Cute. Yes, play this card. You're taking a lot of damage from Bloodborne cost. And for you just to be consume 20, gain 10 life, yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't go crazy playing this.
Yeah. Like 1 or 2.
1 or 2, yeah. But it's still really good because it does reset your TCM to be like, hey, cool. It doesn't reset it, sorry. It helps you live.
Yeah.
Because she has one of the lower lives, but that's because she's like, Mr. Steal Your Dude, so I'm going to take your stuff.
Yeah.
Endless Pools of Lava. It is a unified act. Static, the first parish effect that an opposing player attempts to activate each turn now becomes discard 1 from your hand. If
Hell
able.
yeah, this solves everything.
Once per turn, you can Bloodborne 6, discard 3 demon cards from your hand, and then search your deck for 1 demon fortified card and add the search card to your hand. If this card is discarded by the effect of a demon card, you can destroy 1 card on the field. Wow, this card's really good.
This card's insane.
But I am going to let you know that if you haven't already, there's a misprint on it because I just read it and I was like, wait, what?
Wait, what?
The first effect, that and an opponent.
Oh.
There's a D and there shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Autocorrect is bad, but hey, it's okay.
Yeah.
This card is still really, really good for what it does. Because being able to be like, hey, your parishes you have to discard a card first to trigger it is really, really good.
Yeah. And because if you don't know this in the rules, because we had to be told about this a long time ago. Let's say you fight an undead creature, you steal that creature, and then you kill it off somehow, or if it dies, they get the perish effect no matter what. So if you make the perish effect, they discard a card. It makes it more beautiful to go ahead and instill it.
Yeah, because it doesn't give them free value. That's what that's really good about it, because they have to lose a card to get value. So it's worth. And then you're just like, hey, discard 3, search my deck for a card and put it in my hand. Trigger other cards. So good.
Or if you want to discard this card, kill something on the field.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty good. This card is definitely nuts to use.
Insane. Do it.
Fallen Angel, Dark Sorrow. It is a warrior, 1-drop, perish, target a player. The targeted player must discard 1 card from their hand at random.
Hey, at random.
I like this card a lot because it is at random.
Yep.
It's normally not like super good on ones like that, but at random is pretty good because you never know what you're going to hit.
Yep. All right, so Unified Fallen Fervor. Look at the top card of your deck. You can choose to place on top of the deck or bottom. Then draw 1 card and discard 1. If this card is discarded by the effect of demon card, you can draw 2, and then if you do discard 1, that's pretty good. It is okay. It is good in general for 1-star, but I'm not going to use it because all my other Unified stuff is going to be stealing dudes or taking care of things. But it is good to play.
Yeah, and if you're trying to like set up to do like combo-y stuff, this is definitely what you want to do because it allows you to dig.
Like if you do the discarding combo deck that is obviously meant to build, you can do it.
Yeah. Bolster the Fallen Forces, a unified act. When this card is first activated, you can draw 2. Then if you do, discard a card.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Static. All fallen demon warriors on your side of the field cannot be destroyed by opposing players' fortifieds. Once per turn, you can discard 1 fallen demon card from your hand and bestow +2 to all demon warriors on your side of the field that are originally an opponent's. You can control only one of these. This card's really strong just because it does a lot for you with multiple effects happening.
Yes.
And being able to draw 2 on first activate is really strong.
Yeah. And then discard 1 to do something else. Yeah. This card's really good. I might do 1 or 2, but like I said, I play warriorless demons. I don't need the bottom text part. But the second part, because...
Yeah, you do. Well, it's warriors that weren't yours.
But you have to discard a fallen demon. Oh, okay. It's a fallen demon card, not fallen warrior. Yeah, never mind. Do this. Play this card. Sorry.
I was like, okay.
When I thought it was warrior, because I was like, you discard a warrior, your other warriors get bigger. Never mind. Do this.
This guy.
This card is amazing. All right. Sacrificial Offering, of course, fortified. Target 1 demon warrior on the side of the field that was originally an opponent's warrior and up to 2 other cards on the field. Destroy all targeted cards. If this card was discarded by the effect of a demon card, you can sacrifice 1 demon warrior on the side of the field. And if you do, reduce the DCM by 5. That's good. This card's really good.
Yeah, I do like it. It's a neat fortified because it's literally... It's really cool fortified now that I think about it because it's literally they're attacking your dude and you're like, cool, I'm going to fortified, kill my dude that's going to already die.
Yep.
Your dude that's attacking because it wouldn't die, and then whatever else I want.
Yeah, and 2 other cards on the field. So that warrior that's attacking and that fortified or unified or whatever.
Yeah, so literally, if you know that your dude's going to die, you just preemptively kill your dude, and you get to kill 2 of their dudes.
So good.
Super strong.
Use it. I love every single one of these so far.
Rapture on Mount Bane is a unified act. It is a 5-star. Static. This card and its effects cannot be negated or destroyed by fortifieds. Static. Each time a demon card is discarded from your hand by an effect, you can destroy 1 card on the field. Once per turn, you can target an opposing player. The targeted player can either choose to play Bloodborne 6 or not. If they choose not to, you can draw 2, then discard 1 from your hand. That's stupid. This card's dumb good.
This is like, why'd you print this? This hurts me.
No,
card. No, as in like, as it's super good, and your opponent's gonna hate you every second that you have it.
Because if you're playing our favorite card, the stupid tavern gambling card, you could literally get free value out of this. Because you're just like, you get Bloodborne 6. Would you like to?
Would you like to?
Oh, never mind. It's a fortified. It doesn't trigger that way, but still, it gives you free cards. Like you're just like, would you like to play Bloodborne 6?
Yeah.
No. I'll draw cards. And if you played any card game like this that gives your opponent that terrible option, it makes this card really strong.
Okay, so this is where we are disagree from the masses and meta players of the thing. They always say never give your opponent a choice. I love giving my opponents choices because you know where their headspace is in the game and what they're needing to win the game with. And for you just to muddle up their game plan is just perfect.
And Bloodborne 6 is kind of a hefty cost.
It is.
It's not game breaking for them, but it's enough to make a chunk. So you're just like, what, do you want to? On top of me already stealing your dudes?
Yeah, exactly.
And you get to kill things for free. Like, it's literally free kill spells because all your other cards are like discard 3. That one card's literally draw 3, discard, and destroy 3 things. Like,
yeah.
What? Stupid.
This card's great.
This card's nuts strong.
Play it immediately. Mount Bane Monster. It's a warrior, attack 1, shockwave. Well, if you don't know what shockwave is, of course, target 1 warrior with the attack 2 or less, destroy the target warrior, perish. Deal 3 damage to all warriors on the targeted player's side of the field. Great. This card's great.
This card's really good. I have one issue with it. It is a monster and it's only attack 1, so it should be like attack 5.
At least,
that's
and
just
it's
flavor.
coming.
And it's a giant volcano monster.
Yeah.
So that's just like, that's the flavor part of me not liking it, but this is a really, really strong card.
Like,
definitely use this if you're playing demons and you're playing creatures with demons, because you're just like, hey, kill your dude and then destroy 3 for all your others.
I get the perish is him exploding because you see the little waves coming out. But yeah, the attack 1 is sad.
Zexlox, the Fallen Possession. It is attack 1, corrupt, new mechanic. What does this do? When this warrior enters the play, you can target 1 warrior in the field with an original attack 2 or less. Gain control of the target warrior as long as this card remains in the field face up.
There's only one other one actually in the original set that has.
The targeted warrior becomes a demon in addition to its other legion.
Yeah. It also has corrupt.
I never really remembered corrupt, so to me it was new. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
It is a really strong card though, because you're just like, hey, cool, let me have your dude until you like. The reason I like this card is it forces them to use a kill spell on something stupid, and it sounds bad, but it's a 1-drop. If you're using a kill spell to kill my 1-drop, or using any kind of resource other than a dude,
Yeah.
because essentially creatures are free to attack with, so you don't really lose a creature as long as your dude's bigger, then you're getting value.
Yeah.
They have to waste a kill spell to kill your 1-drop so they can get their dude back for you to steal it right back, because that's what demons do.
Because otherwise you can, like, steal their 2-drop or their 3-drop, hit into their 4-drop, and then you can swing them with this guy. And you're basically two for one-ing.
Yeah, and this is essentially a 2-for-1, and that's, like you said, it's just super strong for it.
It is. Essence of Corruption. It is a unified and is also a new type of card here. Bloodborne 15, Consume 15. You can only play this card if your Demon Lord is the Fallen Priestess. If your Demon Guardian is Vendetta, you cannot be negated or responded to. Perfect, because for the remainder of the game, for each time the Fallen Angel Priestess uses her special ability, you can take control of another warrior on the field with equal or less attack than the warrior's original taken. And when this is the corruption is placed on the played, you can put it under the warlord, and it can only be activated once per game. And once it's underneath the warlord, nothing can be changed, nothing can be damaged or anything.
Yeah, we did find that out. We read the rules and found that out, that this is literally like it adds that text to your warlord, essentially. Yeah. So it just gives them the ability of do other stuff.
And I think this is extremely powerful, and I will be playing it immediately.
Yeah, no, all these essences, I honestly, in my opinion, I think it only needs to be like 2 of.
Yeah.
Because when you play it, it can't be, as long as you're playing the same Guardian, it can't be negated or chased, and then you're like, hey, cool, I get free abilities.
Yep.
But they are game changing, but they're not going to totally win you the game that moment.
No.
So like, I don't think you need to have one of these in your opening hand, period. Like, if you get it, cool, but you don't have to like force for it.
Especially since you have to wait 3 turns to even use it if it's in your opening hand.
Yeah.
But to literally be able, I take your 5-drop, I pay 5, and I'm going to go ahead and get your other 5-drop.
Yeah, another dude for free is pretty gross. Molten Valley of Mount Bane. Fortified Act. When this card is first activated, discard 1 demon card from your hand and reduce the damage of your warlord by 4. Static. If you control at least 1 face-up Mount Bane monster, bestow +4 to all demon warriors on your side of the field. Aha, I spoke too soon. That's why they made a 1-drop. I appreciate y'all now. Once per turn, you can pay Bloodborne 4, revive a warrior with attack 2 or less from your opponent's discard to your side of the field. The revive warrior becomes a demon, and you can only control 1 face-up Mount Valley of Mount Bane.
That's good. It's a build-around card.
Yeah, if you're doing the whole Mountain Valley like package, definitely use it. It's still really cool, but like,
wait, you play revive a warrior with attack 2 or less from the opponent's discard pile in the field. Actually, this is really good. For every turn, it's because there's a lot of these cards that don't say until in a turn, so you're basically keeping these guys permanently, which if you can start summoning and grabbing dudes and stealing more dudes on your turn, you're gonna have a full set every turn. All right, Fear the Fallen. This card looks beautiful. Unified, Bloodborne 10. Bestow +4 attack to all fallen demon warriors on the side of the field until end of turn. Then if you do, bestow +8 to all demon warriors on your side of the field that were originally your opponent's warlords till the end of turn. This card is discarded by the effect of the demon card. You can do +2 to all demon warriors on the side of the field. All right, I like it.
So if you play the other card that makes all your stuff fallen, then this card's just like, I dudes get +8 and +4.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. And then I swing.
Yeah.
And it hurts really bad.
Yeah, Fear the Fallen is your I'm gonna end the game card because it's just like, hey, I have lots of dudes, let's end the game.
Probably I would do one of.
Yeah. Sickmet, the Lava Demon of Vengeance, is an attack 1, perish, search your deck for 1 endless pools of lava or 1 molten valley of Mount Bane and put the card in your hand. So definitely worth playing if you're playing the build around of that whole Mountain Valley stuff, which is really good. Definitely use it for that whole thing.
For the good build around.
And that is it for demons. They are super powerful looking. They have a lot more kill spells and stuff like that, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
Not that I don't like. I understand they're still all about stealing your stuff, but the fact that they don't have as much in this set is nice because the first set had a lot of Mr. Steal Your Dudes, and this has a lot more just I'm gonna kill your dudes / keep control on my side.
Yeah, and discarding. There's a lot more discard outlets to be able to keep getting you better, bigger things.
Yeah.
But those higher rare ones are worth playing every single second.
Oh yeah.
All right, we'll get into the next one. All right, we're going to the Valley of the Dwarves now, and of course, if you just timestamp to here, we're going to talk about the new Vel, the artwork and all that, and a few cards that have been reprinted as in new art, and some of them have new text to make them more balanced and such. But right now, of course, we have the Veil of Gelid, which looks pretty, and of course the Frost Realm, which almost looks the same but also pretty.
Yeah. Nisty's War Cleaver, cool little Bloodborne sword.
Yep, not too bad. Keltor's Explosion Kit, you can tell what it is now, really.
Yeah. Redoka's Prayer Gauntlet is a fortified Bloodborne 2, does the things.
That one's really good, actually. Now, we're going to go ahead and get into the actual new cards of the set. It is a fortified. We have Tundra of the Tempest. Tempest. It is an act. You only play this if your Dwarf synergy is Mount Fingar, the Frozen Peak. Static. Your Dwarf synergy cooldown becomes 3.
Oh, that's really good.
Super good.
We're making wolves all day.
6, I do believe, originally. Yeah. Once per turn, you can send up to 3 cards from the top of the deck, discard, and target up to 3 X warriors on the field, where X is the amount of dwarf cards you send from the top of the card, discard by the effect. If you do, return the target warriors to the respective owner's hands. Yes. Play this card.
This card's awesome if you're playing that synergy.
Yeah.
Because you're already at I get more wolves this whole game. Like, and that alone is strong because those wolves are nuts. Because they're just like, your dude's a 2, it's a 1. Thanks.
It's dead. And if it's a 3, then I kill it.
Yeah, and then being able to get free dudes and like, you get to set up your graveyard with other cards and get free dudes back all day.
Do it. Play both of them.
Hyperborean Hunt. It is unified. Picture's awesome.
Yeah.
Again, y'all are doing amazing on the art. Keep that up. Consume 20. Target up to 2 warriors on the field, and the targeted warriors gain blockade.
Ooh.
Then if you do, you can manifest up to 2 Frostwolf Dwarf Warrior tokens with Frostbite to your side of the field. If this card is sent from your deck to the discard by the effect of a Dwarf card, you can manifest up to 2 Frostbite Dwarfs, and then you can activate each effect once per turn.
Nice.
So definitely worth playing if you're doing the whole Frostwolf, Frostbite stuff.
Yeah.
Which in my opinion, that's how I think Dwarfs, like I like that build a lot because it just does a lot of goofy stuff.
Agreed.
And I just enjoy it a lot.
And those wolves are way powerful.
Yeah.
Next one is Arcana's Blessing. It is a fortified. If you can only activate this card, Dwarf Guardian, Relina, Gatekeeper of the Fingar's Peak. Target 1 Dwarf Warrior on the side of the field. The target warrior cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects this turn. Not too bad. This card is sent from your deck from the discard pile by the effect of a dwarf card. You can reduce the DMC or DCM of your dwarf warlord by 3. Thankfully, another way to gain life in the dwarf deck because you cannot gain life with it. But by 3, that's kind of pathetic and sad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's kind of rough because like some of those dwarf cards you're paying like 15 and you gain back 3. You're like, okay, cool, neat.
I guess that's cool. This one's okay. I don't know if I would play it. But
I mean, it's
okay.
still neat. I might.
Neat.
Blistering Ice Fields. It is a fortified act. Static. All dwarf warriors on the field gain perish. Target one warrior on the field and return the warrior to their owner's hand. And then once per turn, you can destroy one warrior on your side of the field with frostbite, and if you do, deal 1 damage to target player's warlord. So again, you're playing Mount Fingar. You're playing this with it because you're just like, hey, cool. I can almost kill you. Let's do this. Boop.
Yep. This card's great.
And you can only control one of these, so it literally just says use a frostbite dude to kill you.
Yeah. I would definitely use it and play it all 3 copies. Welcoming to the Wintertide. It is a unified. You can only activate this card if your dwarf synergy is Mount Fingar. Thankfully, we're putting more emphasis on this. Reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Reduce the DMC of your dwarf warlord by 3 for each dwarf unified fortified card revealed this way. All cards revealed by this way are placed on the top of the deck in any order you choose. Nice. Then if you do manifest up to 3 Frostwolf tokens with Frostbite on the side of the field, you can only activate it once per turn.
Great.
Yes, this card's great.
Yeah, I'll definitely activate this and be like, hey, cool, gain 15 or gain at least like 9.
9, yeah, exactly. Something. And then you get dudes. You get 3 wolves.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty strong being like, hey, cool, have dudes that I can throw at you with my act and not care.
Constantly every turn. Just more dudes.
Martelhorn, the Blastforged Marauder. He is attack 1, retaliate. When this dude battles another warrior, he deals this damage to equals to what he took. So, pretty good. Just gives you another Blastforged dude to hit your opponent with.
To mess with, yeah. Frozen Adventurer Splunkerdorf. I like it. Attack 1. He has Frostbite. Yes, please. More Frostbite characters
He looks
all
angry.
the time. Yeah. And numb. He looks very numb.
Yeah. Into the Frozen Deep. Fortified Act. When this card is first activated, send the top 3 cards of your deck to the discard. Once per turn, you can target 1 warrior on the field. The targeted warrior cannot declare an attack this turn.
Okay.
Once per turn, you can target 1 warrior on your opponent's side of the field and 1 dwarf warrior on your side of the field. Then if you do, send the targeted card to the discard pile. You can only control 1 of these. This card's super good.
Yeah.
Super, super good because it sets up your stuff because you send the top 3 to the discard and do things. Trigger whatever you need to in the discard for things getting sent there. And then once per turn, you can be like, hey, don't attack because just don't attack.
Just don't.
Like anything that says no to your opponent like that is really, really strong.
Yeah.
Regardless of what, because you're like, oh, you're 15 dude that you just pumped up? No, he stays home.
Don't.
Your Titan boy? No. And then your other one is I get to kill one of my dudes and one of your dudes. Again, we talked about this with demons. If you have a dude that you know is going to die, you just kill that dude and you kill your opponent's dude.
Yep. And the fact that it's not a damage effect or death effect, it's just like these guys go home to their home. And if you're like, I have 5 Frostbite Wolves, I'm going to take 1 and you take your 5 drop out. Your attack 5.
And it doesn't do, there's no drawback for you to do it. It doesn't hurt you because it's a once per turn, just it happens.
Do it. Play
So
this
there's
card.
no Bloodborne, there's no Consume, there's no nothing.
Nothing. Do it. Blastforge Turbine. Looks funny. Bloodborne 6, search your deck for up to 3 Blastforge Dwarf Warriors and place the search cards on the top of the deck in order you choose. If this card is sent from your deck to the discard pile by the effect of the Dwarf card, you can conscript 1 Blastforge Dwarf from your hand to the side of the field. You can only activate each of these once per turn. This is good for the Blastforge deck where you're just conscripting dudes on top of dudes. Mm-hmm. Pretty much. It sets you up for that.
Frozen Fortitude is a fortified act. Static, bestow +1 to all dwarf warriors on your side of the field.
Hey, it's a lord.
Once per turn, you can send the top card of your deck to the discard. If you do, bestow +1 to all dwarf warriors on the field. This card's really good.
Yes.
It's a dwarf lord that can happen twice.
And if all your dudes are Frostbite Wolves, enjoy that.
Yeah.
Good luck, because you're never killing me.
Yeah, they're all 3s, and I reduce your stuff by half because I hate you. Like, that's super dumb.
That's super dumb, super powerful. Play it.
Definitely worth playing.
Yep. Wintermere Island. It's a unified act. This card is first activated. You target 1 dwarf warrior, discard pile, revive the target warrior to your side of the field. Okay. Static. Bestow +2 to all dwarf warriors with frostbite on your side. Once per turn, you can send 1 dwarf warrior you control to discard pile. If you do, manifest up to 2. No.
Yes.
No.
About this card.
No. because it's you make a frost wolf, then you discard. You just send one frost wolf to the discard pile, and you make 2 other frost wolves. Frost wolf Hydra, if you will.
Yeah, I'm about this card. I'm about all the frost wolf everything.
Yeah, this card's super good. Play it. +2 to all your wolves.
Yeah, and if you have the other one we just talked about, you get extra bonuses.
That's
You're
5.
Just like, let's go.
4.
Let's roll out.
Let's
literally freeze your opponent.
You have an abomination just roll an avalanche of warriors on your side of the field.
I like that. I like that. Next up is Essence of Secrets. It is the Unified Dwarf Essence. Bloodborne 15, Consume 15. You can only play for your Quartz Heart. Again, if you're playing the Dwarf Guardian, it cannot be negated or responded to. Then, for the remainder of the game, each time Quartz Heart activates his special ability, he can use both his magic attack and physical attack that turn. And then this is placed under your Warlord and cannot be activated once, and only can be activated once per game. Also, once these are triggered, they cannot be touched or messed with or anything. They just essentially add that ability to your Warlord.
Yep.
Which is really strong. Again, I don't think you use more than like 2 of these in a deck, really.
Yeah.
Because they're cool abilities, but they don't really do a lot for you like immediately. In the long term, they do a lot, yes, but you're not trying to like super rush to get, like, you're not going to mulligan to get this card.
No,
put it
at
that
all.
way.
And if it's in your opening hand, that's a dead card for 3 turns.
Because you're taking 15 damage to play this, so
Yeah.
it's already rough to play, but it does give you free extra abilities, which is really, really nice.
So far, this one's okay compared to the other ones, but to be able to bounce a dude and then also kill a dude is pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty strong.
Ancient Frozen Frontier. It is a unified consume 10. Target up to 2 warriors on the field and return the target warriors to their respective owner's hands. And if you do, conscript 1 dwarf warrior with frostbite from your hand on the side of the field. If the card is sent from your deck to the discard pile, the effect of a dwarf card, you can add 1 dwarf unified card in your discard pile to your hand. This is great. You only do only affect each effect of this card once per turn.
Yeah, this card's really strong.
Yeah.
It does a lot for you.
To be able to just bounce 2 dudes is amazing. Yeah, do play this card, all 3 of them.
Gale of Glacia. It is a Bloodborne 10 fortified. All dwarf warriors on your side of the field gain frostbite, and you can eradicate this card from your discard pile and play Bloodborne 10. Increase a single cooldown on the field by 2 turns. This card's neat. I don't know how strong it's going to be. I mean, it is kind of like a quick little like blowout if you're like, hey, cool, all my dudes get frostbite.
Yeah.
But in the same regard, you're paying Bloodborne 10 for that, so I don't know if it's worth it, to be honest.
And then another Bloodborne 10 to do the other thing. When you only gain 3 life a turn with that other card,
Yeah, it's kind of meh.
just go ahead and play all your dudes with frostbite, and you don't have to worry about this card.
Yeah.
That's the sad part about it. The next one is our Frostfall Fortress. It is an act for fortified. When this it is a 5-star. So when this card is first activated, you can destroy up to 2 cards on the field, which is, thank you, superb. Static. Bestow +2 to all your non-token dwarf warriors on the side of the field. So mostly Blastforged dwarfs because everything else is sad. Once per turn, you can conscript a dwarf warrior from your side of the field, and if you do conscript, warrior gains Shockwave. Amazing. This card's pretty good, even if you're doing tokens with the wolves and such, because everything else is like Shockwave, or you just kill 2 things.
Yeah, but if you're playing like the Blastforge deck that conscripts dwarfs like nobody's business, and you're
Yeah.
playing this with the other 2 lords, then you're just like, my dudes are +7 because I hate you.
And I'm just swinging at you real fast.
Like, you're just like, Lord, 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 let's go.
Warlord, and swing and die.
Yeah. Slippery Slopes is the next one. It's a fortified, Bloodborne 5, Consume 5. You can activate this only if you have Mount Fingar. Till the end of the turn, all dwarf warriors in your hand gain Swift, so you can play them in either player's turn by paying Consume 5. Conscript this warrior to your hand, or from your hand.
I feel like it's too high of a cost of what you're doing, because I don't know.
That's true, because you're Bloodborne 5, Consume 10 to play a dude.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
And all dwarf warriors. So if you have other ways to play them, they also consume 5. I wouldn't play this card, to be honest. I think the Bloodborne 5 and Consume 5 is unnecessary for you just to gain the Swift. And if you're playing the Frost ones, you're going to have Frost Wolves at all times. So
Yeah.
wouldn't do it.
Into the Blastforge, Unified Act, static. Each time a Blastforge dwarf warrior is conscripted to your side of the field, You can reveal the top card of your deck. If the revealed card is a Blastforged Dwarf, you can conscript the revealed warrior to your side of the field. If the revealed card is any other card, send the revealed card to the discard.
And this is the reworked art for it. So it's pretty good. It's a little shape up, but it's awesome. Just play that card every time. But with that, we'll go straight into the heroes. And of course, welcome here if you went ahead and did the timestamp. I know we say this if you're watching the whole thing. I'm very sorry. But we're going over the veils, and there are some cards with new art on them, maybe with some new words, but we're just going to go ahead and tell you what they are and show you the art. So, of course, we have the Veil of Ages and Mortal Realm, both beautiful. And we have the March of the Resistance, which is actually pretty cool looking art. Help from the Hood, and the Resistance raise an army. It's pretty cool. And Hidden Armory of the Hood, I like it.
I like this new art a lot, actually. The
Yeah.
new art is really cool.
The new art is awesome. But we'll get to the actual new card. It is a 4-star. It is Valley of the Timeless Kings. It is a fortified act. You only play this card if your hero warlord is Elero or Alero. Sorry, we've been reading a lot recently. Static. All hero warriors with blockade that are equipped with 2 or more armaments cards lose the word blockade. Twice per turn, you can play Bloodborne 2, manifest up to 2 warrior statues. Wow. With hero tokens, attack 5 with blockade to your side of the field. So you play. This is great. This card's super good because you can play this, just make 2 dudes every turn. You're saving your butt. Plus that shield that gives like +10, but gives blockade, and then you just play another armament on it. So your dude's a 15 whatever. Or a 20 whatever, or whatever, you're swinging in big.
Yeah, I originally was like, this card's kind of meh, but then I forgot that heroes are all about armaments, and like that's what they do.
Popping on
So I was just like, oh yeah, this card's actually really good.
And literally just pay 2, you get 2 dudes. I just love that for that in general.
Yeah, being able to manifest 2 5-drops is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's literally, and it's twice per turn, so you're just like, cool, I'll get 4 dudes in 1 turn.
Exactly.
Next, we got the Hood Protection Cloak. Unified arm. Took me a minute. I had to not make a joke, but you know what it is.
It does have chains around the neck.
Yeah,
just letting you know.
Bloodborne 8. You can play this card only if your hero guardian is the Mythic Druid. This card equips to a hero warrior you control while the Hood protection is equipped to a warrior. It gains the following effect. During either player's turn, you can sacrifice this to negate the activation of a unified or fortified. If you do, destroy that card.
Cool.
I like it's a really cool arm because it allows you to just be like, hey, no. And I can play it for literally free.
It has a little protected. It's good. Elorian's Longbow is a fortified arm. This card, equipped to the hero's warrior you control, gets +3 to the attack of the warrior, and it gets the following effect. This warrior destroys another warrior by battle. You can destroy 1 unified or fortified card on the field. Great. This card is in your discard pile, except for the turn that was sent there. You can target 1 warrior you control to pay Bloodborne 3, equip it. Yes, this card's great.
Yeah, this card's super strong.
Especially if you're just doing blockade dudes and it makes it a 8 and it kills a dude and you're just like, destroy that. You want to swing into it more because you're going to lose all your fortifieds and unifieds.
Yeah, dude, being able to be like, kill a dude, kill your thing, super strong.
Awesome.
We learned that from the Mythical Beats, just being like, hey, kill your dude, kill a thing.
Kill the thing.
Forgotten Fandorian Keep. It is a unified act. When this card is first activated, you can search your deck for 1 hero fortified and add that card to your hand. Once per turn, you can pay Bloodborne 5, set 1 hero fortified armament card to your discard pile, face down on your side of the field. And if this card is face up destroyed by a card effect, you can retrieve 1 Fandorian hero warrior from your discard to your side of the field. Cool. It helps you just set up all your stuff from your discard, so you do a lot of shenanigans from your graveyard, and you're just like, hey, cool, get free value.
And if you're not doing the Fandorian, that's okay, because the first 2 part is super good. Fandorian Striker, Full Gauze. It is attack 1 with Swift, and if you're just coming to us, so Swift, consume 5, you put this, conscript this warrior on your opponent's turn, which is amazing. And Paris, conscript 1 Fandorian hero warrior from your hand to the side of the field. So if you have multiple of these in your hand, you're just like plump, 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 plump.
And it's also from either player's turn on the Swift, so you can literally, it gets around your conscript 1 warrior turn.
Yeah.
Because it's its own ability to play.
Yeah, it's its own little thing. It's pretty great.
Fandorian Outpost is a unified act of static, bestow +2 to all Fandorian Heroes on your side of the field. Once per turn, you can play Bloodborne 2. Search your deck for a Fandorian hero. Put it to your hand. If this card is destroyed by a card effect, you can conscript one Fandorian hero from your hand to the field.
Great.
So this card's really good because it's a +2 to all your Fandorians, and then you literally go get one, and if it would die before you get to play him, you get to play that dude for free.
And hopefully there's more Fandorian warriors here. Like this one. Fandorian Warmonger Fordania. The Fandorian Fordania. It's warrior attack 1. Looks like a kid. Shockwave, so when it comes into play, target one warrior or 2 or less and destroy it. Perish, destroy one warrior on the field. Yes, this card's great.
Really, really good.
This card's really good.
Fandorian Halberd. It is a fortified arm. This card equips to a hero warrior control, +4 to the equipped warrior, and it gains the following. If this warrior destroys another warrior by battle this turn, you can target one card in target player's hand, and targeted card must be discarded. If this card is equipped to a Fandorian hero, the targeted warrior cannot be destroyed by card effects, excluding warlords. That's
Nice.
really strong, because you're like, hey, +4 my dude, you can only kill me by a warlord.
And it's only rarity 2. I would play all 3.
So this card's even worse if you know that they're playing the Lucian rare dude, the nude guy, because he can't kill this. Like,
Yeah.
just get out.
No. Thanks, bye. Get out of
That's
here.
pretty dumb.
Alright. With this Fandorian Leather Striders. Oh, it has little wings. It's a fortified arm. This card equips to a hero warrior you control. Bestow +1 to the equipped warrior. The equipped warrior can make an additional attack on a warrior each turn, so it can't double warlord. But if this card is added to your hand or set face down from your side of the field by the effect of a Fandorian hero card, gain the following effect. You can immediately equip Fandorian Leather Strides to a Fandorian hero warrior on the side of the field. Pretty cute.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like things that get to like auto equip or like do auto
Just-
abilities. Like it's really, really neat. Fandorian War Chief Folkoma. It is attack 1 warrior, wisdom. Enters, look at the top 2, put one in your hand, put one on the bottom. Retaliate when this warrior battles another warrior. This warrior deals damage. You deal damage back to your opponent equal to what it took. So this dude literally helps you draw and then deals more damage back. So he's super strong.
Next one is Magi's Sword Storm. It is a fortified, consume 15. Destroy one warrior, one unified, one fortified card on opponent's side of the field. Then if you do, bestow +1 attack to all warriors on your other side of the field that have at least one armament equipped to them. Eradicate this card when it leaves the field.
I don't like this card at all. Like,
Yeah.
maybe a one of?
Yeah,
Maybe.
because the consume 15 is a lot.
It has way too many stipulations. Consume 15. All you have to have dudes with armaments on them. So that's 2 stipulations right there. And then destroy 1, 1, and 1. So they have to have a full board for it to get any kind of value and have targets.
Yeah.
So it just, I don't know. This card seems kind of meh to me.
And it doesn't have any keywords like Flandorian or the other one as well.
Yeah, it just seems meh. I would say one of, maybe at best.
Maybe. It all depends on who you're... It could be sideboard.
Yeah.
Because if you know you have Mythical Beasts, they're going to have stuff all over the place.
Yeah. Next
Oh, wait. Yeah, sorry.
Next up is the Essence of Legend. It is a fortified Bloodborne 15, consume 15. Play with the Lero. Your hero guardian is the Mystic Druid. Again, cannot be negated or responded. For the remainder of the game, each time a Lero was dealt damage by an opponent's warrior, it deals its physical damage back to each warrior that deals damage.
Yes.
So this dude, this is literally just like, oh, you hit me, I hit you back, which normally doesn't happen, which that makes this super strong. Because I can't tell you how many times in this deck, or like in general, that if you would be able to kill their dude on their turn without having anything to do with it, like not wasting anything, it would change the game for you. Because like, that's literally just free damage back to them. And you have a lot of ways to gain life and not care in this deck, so you're just like, cool, I'll kill your dude back.
If I do believe, he has one of the highest attacks. I think, is it 5?
It is 5.
And then Mortis is 6.
Yeah.
Mortis. But yeah, still 5. Kills everything pretty much if it's not pumped up or placed on.
And with these essences, once they're used, they essentially go to the warlord underneath and they add like that ability to the warlord, so they can't be targeted by anything or anything. They can't be messed with once they're done.
Yeah. Next one is Amulet of Honor. Never mind. We won't get to Canadian spelling because we're Americans. You win. Okay, you win. Fortified. Arm. This card equips to hero warrior you control, bestow +1 to the equipped warrior. While the Amulet of Honor is equipped to a warrior, it gains the following effect. During either player's turn, you can sacrifice the amulet and pay consume 10, reduce the damage, the DMC of your hero warlord by 10. That's kind of good. But I don't know, there's so many good armaments now, I don't know if this is worth it, honestly.
Yeah, if you're going hard on like a Bloodborne trail, then this is definitely worth playing. Because it literally kills itself to gain you life.
Yeah.
On either turn, which is super nice, because if you need to preemptively do it, you're like, hey, cool, do it on my turn.
Yeah, before damage, second, I gain 10.
Card is really strong if you're doing like the full Bloodborne package. Fandorian Beastmaster Full Paxta. He is a 5-drop with an angry looking tiger.
Done. I like it. Increase the pressure. It is a fortified. This is one of the reprints that they have. Of course, this target one warrior on the side of the field attempting to activate a keyword, negate the activation of the target warrior's ability, and destroy the target warrior. And if this card is in your discard pile, except for when it's sent, you can search for one armament card and eradicate the search warrior face up. And if you do, set the card face down on your side of the field, and then basically you just get to play it. So pretty cool, pretty good, pretty useful.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet for the heroes. Like, I like a lot of what they have. They seem really, really strong in what they can do now. Like, they have a lot more... They have a whole other faction you can deal with, which is really cool.
Yeah.
In themselves. And then they have a lot of cool armaments that I like.
Yeah, the Fandorians seem really strong, actually, of what you can do.
They seem really, really good.
And with that, we'll go into the Mythic Beasts. And with the Mythic Beasts, we'll go ahead and do the Vil. And of course, if you're just time-stamping here, they did some new art for some cards. We're just going to say the card's title, and you can read it and see all the stuff and pause it the video. But we're just going to get past that and get to the cards of the set. And of course, you see the new art for the Vil and the enchantment. Pretty awesome. And the realm of the magical realm, very beautiful.
Yeah, I love the new art.
Yeah, the realm is amazing. And of course, we have the array of the Phoenix Flames. We have Mystic Fire Arena, which is the biggest one. Awakening of the Mystic Fire, also one of the biggest ones. And the Ley Lines of the Liquid Crystal, which is pretty cool.
New.
Oh, it's the new one. Okay. So, Unified Act. It's 4-star. So, you can only play this card if you have Pandesha, the Lost Island, as your synergy. Static. Your Mythic Beast synergy cooldown becomes 3. Super powerful. This helps dragons more. Great. Once per turn, you can target one dragon, mythical beast warrior in your eradication zone. Revive the targeted warrior to your side of the field. And if you do, +3 to the targeted warrior.
I'm about it.
Gross.
Dragon training getting better.
Yeah. If you haven't seen our deck basic dragon chaining, it went to 4-0 in our deck brawls. And now this is going to just make it even better.
Yeah, because if I get to do synergy quicker and get free dudes back, bet.
Because the synergy makes you just get dudes.
Pandesha's Gifted Sprite. It is a unified, Bloodborne 10, consume 10, only if you're playing Pandesha. Search your deck for one Sprite, Mythical Beast Warrior, and conscript it to the side of the field. The Sprite conscripted gains the following effects of Wisdom, Plunder, and Shockwave.
Cool.
It's neat. I don't think it's worth it.
Nope.
Because your sprites are like 1-drops, and even at those abilities, it's
That's okay. Especially you're consuming 10 and you're taking 10.
Yeah, like
Some of the sprite stuff was sad in the previous sets. Let's see what it is here.
Yeah.
Domination of the Mystic Fire Cinders. It is a unified consume 10. You can only play this if your Mythical Beast Warlord is Shalara. Sacrifice 3 Phoenix Hatchling on your side of the field, and if you do, reduce the DMC of your Warlord by 5. I don't know if that's worth it. If this card is your discard pile, except for the turn of Cynthia, you can eradicate it, increase your Warlord's cooldown times by 2. Then if you do manifest up to 5 Phoenix Hatchlings. Okay. Yeah, there's no cost for the discard eradicate, so this is good if you're playing that.
No, because you increase your own cooldown to make 5 dudes.
Increase your Warlord.
I don't care about that.
Oh, wait.
Like, this card's neat, but I would just rather sacrifice my Fortified and make 5 dudes.
If you decrease your Warlord's cooldown, then do it. Yeah, this is terrible.
I don't like this card. I don't like this card one bit. Because you're consuming 10, which, I mean, cool, you don't really have a lot to do with consume anyway, but, like, sacrificing 6 power to gain 5 is neat, but it's not... It's helpful, but it's not really, like, that cool.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you get free dudes every turn, so it's not really difficult, but increasing my own cooldown to make 5 dudes seems kind of meh to me.
Yeah, very much so. Because your Warlord's cooldown is pretty strong.
Yeah, because the Warlord is
You
like
go get
two dudes back from the yard and draw a card. Like I don't like it.
No.
I don't like it.
Sorry.
Oxcarus, the New World Dragon. He is a 4-drop warrior dragon, which is cool because it gives me new dragon.
And it's attack 4, so it's strong. Magical Depletion Zone is a fortified consume 10. Activate this card only your opponent's reinforced phase. Target up to 2 unified card zones on the field. The target unified card zones cannot be used this turn. Meh.
If you're playing this, you play a card that can kill him. It does the same thing for better.
Yeah, don't play this card. I'm sorry.
Like, it's a cool card, cool idea, but there's no reason
10.
to do this when you can just play another fortified that would kill it.
Yeah, and you'd rather use that consume 10 on your Guardian to kill a thing.
Yeah.
You don't, yeah.
I don't think it's worth it.
Nope.
Loxana, the Shimmer Sprite. She is attack 1 warrior, perish for the remainder of the turn. Your Warlord cannot take any effect damage from an opposing player's card effects.
Sideboard and meh. Because there's barely any sprites, so you would want to put this in the main board, but how many times are you actually doing card effect? Unless you're fighting us, then you do the Gambling Knight card.
Yeah, but there's also, like you said, there's not very many effect cards that do damage to Warlords.
And you have to be able to kill it off to be able to trigger it.
Yeah, seems meh at best. Shallows at the Emerald Lock. Bloodborne 6 fortified. This card must be activated during your opponent's reinforced. For the remainder of the turn, all opposing players cannot search your deck with the effect of unified or fortified cards. This I'm okay with, because this literally stops them from doing that turn. Like, if you know that they have, like, let's say for whatever reason you looked at their hand somehow and you know that they have search cards and you know that they've probably played them down. Then you're like, cool, don't do those this turn. Even if it stops them one turn, that's one more turn that you get to kill that card before they get to do it.
Yeah. But sideboard.
Yeah, I wouldn't go ham on this card, but I would still use this over some of the other ones.
For sure. Magical Ward is a fortified consume 20. Negate the activation of 1 unified card on the field, and if you do destroy it, draw 1 card. There's other ways to destroy your unified. That's all Mythical Beast is all about, is destroying stuff while you're getting bonuses, but don't consume 20.
Yeah, this one's pretty hefty for consume.
Yeah.
It's cool, but I don't know if it's worth.
No.
Baby Genesis Dragon is attack 1, perish, shuffle this card into your deck. That's kind of awesome, because it's just like, hey, I'm never going to die. And I kind of like it. It's not like crazy powerful, but in the dragon deck it could be pretty strong, because you're just like, hey, cool, blood, give it the tooth and be like, hey, cool, it's 6.
Yeah.
Take your damage.
And you're searching and eradicating your dragons back and forth.
Yeah.
So it could be okay. Everflow Cascades, a unified act. There's a lot of text on this card, so bear with me. When this card is first activated, you can search your deck for 1 water sprite of the Everflow Cascades and conscript the selected warrior on your side of the field. Once per turn, you can revive 1 sprite Mythical Beast warrior to your side of the field if in the warrior zone adjacent to a dragon Mythical Beast warrior you control. This is number 1 problem with sprites and dragons. Most of the sprite cards, you need dragon stuff, but the dragon stuff by itself is just so much more powerful than your 1-drop dragon or 2-drop sprite. But I digress. Once per turn, you can sacrifice 1 water sprite of the Everflow Cascades on your side of the field to negate the activation of a fortified card and on the field and destroy it. No. No, this is too much.
See, I'm okay with this card for one reason, that this card and the other card it goes and gets literally gets itself in the same card.
That is a bonus.
The fact that this one card and the other card allow you to play it with dragons, I'm okay with. Because it's only like 2 to 3 cards that you're going to use to do that, and it gives you free value. Because this is literally once per turn, get that dude back, always, and then go get one.
We'll see what the actual sprite does to make this even better.
I'm okay with this card, but yeah, otherwise I agree with him that sprite cards are kind of meh, really.
So
I like the Mythical Beast a lot. They're probably my tribe. I used to not, I was like, but then I found dragons and I was like, oh, dragons, I forgot. You're so good.
So good.
Shy Sprite of the Azure Caves is a 2-drop warrior sprite.
That's it.
Neat sprite.
Essence of the Storm, yeah. Whenever I see Storm, I want to say the Storm. But anyways, Bloodborne 15, consume 15. Only activate if you have Shalara, the Magical Fire Phoenix. If you have the Guardian Ragamonda, exile the Ashborn. It cannot be negated or responded to. For the remainder of the game, each time Shalara destroys an opponent's warrior by battle, reduce the DMC by 5. Good.
This one I think is one of the best ones yet.
Yep.
Because it literally heals you every time you kill something. And that's what this dude does. Like he said, Mythical Beast Phoenix does not care about you and your stuff.
No.
I'm going to kill all of your stuff, and that's what this does. It's literally like, kill your stuff, kill that, kill this, kill that.
Magic attack, I kill your 2-drop, and destroy your thing, and I gain 5 life.
Yeah.
Gasha!
Yeah. And with these essences, they're super strong for the simple fact that they can't be negated if you're playing that Guardian.
Which you will.
And then they also become a part of that Warlord's like ability, so that you can't target this card after it's messed with.
And the fact that you need that life.
Yeah.
Mythical Beast.
Yeah, Mythical Beasts need that life badly because you're paying Bloodborne a lot.
Yep.
Fields of Beauty, Unified. Negate the activation of a fortified card that targets a Mythical Beast warrior you control and destroy it. If this card is eradicated by the effect of a Mythical Beast card, you can set this card face down onto the field. Huh.
Nice.
That's kind of cool. I could be okay with this. It's not like super good, but it's not terrible either.
Yeah, because they already have so many protection cards.
Yeah.
For anything you control. The next one is Lily Lake Sprite, sister of Crystal Whirl. Attack 2. See, all these sprites are just like,
Or little.
or little.
Ride the Rainbow Wind is a unified. Consume 10. Search your deck for up to 3 sprite mythical beasts. Attack 2 or less and add them to your hand. Then if you do, conscript 1 sprite to your side of the field. Activate this once per turn. I don't like this card. It's not worth it.
It's good for sprites, but like I said, sprites aren't good. I'm sorry, they're just not.
Yeah. So far, I've not seen why you would play sprites over dragons or mythical flame phoenixes, because those both just seem better. But I don't know yet.
And then with that, another reprint, of course, sprouts from the Mystic Fire Ashes, which is great and all that fun stuff. Wait, what is the water sprite? It's probably something that's already printed then, right?
I believe so.
It probably
Water
is.
Sprite of Ever-Flowing Cascades.
Unfortunately, I don't know what that does. And if it does anything good, it's probably the rare one if I'm thinking about it. We'll see. We'll see if we can put it into Kevin's Dragon deck. And it might be good since, like Kevin said, you can revive it every turn.
Yeah.
But besides that, no.
Otherwise, I don't know if they're worth it. Like, they just don't seem worth it otherwise.
I'm going to be crude here, but the Mythical Beast one is the worst one so far of all the clans. Everything else
the set, yeah.
Of the set, because everything seems super powerful and it works with this stuff, but this seems very conflicted. Like, it's trying to do more of the sprite stuff, which it needed a power boost, but after we played with Dragon so long, that Dragon rare at the beginning is what you need.
Yeah.
For sure. So
that is it.
Yeah, that is it for that one. For that, we'll go into the Orcs. Speaking of Orcs, we are going to go ahead and talk about the Vel and name off the 4 or 5 reprints that they did with new art. We're just going to say the name of them. It'll show them on the screen if you want to pause and read them. Some of them have been changed for balance purposes. But right now, the new art of the Vel of Rancor, it looks pretty spiky, looks pretty awesome. And Ravage Realm, of course. That's all the special things. Then we have Sildud's Call of the Orcbane, perfect. Orcbane's March of Death, love it. Umfa's Battlecry of the Orcbane, pretty much almost the same there. And Reservoir of the Revival Ooze. Now you can tell what the hell's happening.
Yeah.
The old one, it was just like, it's a green pool of something.
Yeah, some of them I was just like, I don't know what's happening, but I'm going to accept it.
Yeah, we'll accept it. But now we'll get into the actual set of the Orcs. I hope they make them awesome. Temple of the Duskzog. It's a unified. It's an act. You can activate this card if the Orc Warlord is Sharn, which it will be. And your synergy is also the Outer Realm Trial Grounds of the Blood. Static. Your Orc synergy cooldown becomes 3, which is strong.
Yep.
And as long as this card remains face up in the battlefield, plus 1 to all armored war boar orc tokens on your side of the field. for each Orc Warrior in your discard pile. Wow. And you can only have one of these face up. If you go ham on the War Pigs, then definitely do this.
Yeah, definitely really cool if you're playing that style. Just be like, hey, cool, my dudes are big.
They can be +10. Who knows?
Next up, Outer Rim Exclusion Zone is a unified act. You can play this only for synergy as Outer Rim. Bestow +3 static to all Orc Warriors inside the field and with the keyword Rampage.
Nice.
Once per turn, you can target one other Orc card on your side of the field and destroy the target card. Then if you do, manifest up to 2 Ward Boars with Rampage on your side of the field. So that's really cool because it helps with your synergy and helps with that other card that just makes your stuff bigger for each dude in your yard. And it gives you 2 dudes with Rampage.
With +3. So they're 4/4s. Just it's like you swing out all your dudes and then replenish and swing out again.
Yeah, if you're playing Outer Rim, you're definitely playing those cards.
Boneyard of the Blood Shaman. It is an act fortified. While this card is first activated, you can search your deck for 1 Temple of the Dusk Org and add search card for your deck. Hey, that's pretty good. Once per turn, you can revive 1 Orc Warrior with attack 3 or more from your discard pile to the side of the field. Once per turn, you can send the top 4 cards in your deck to the discard pile if you do destroy 1 warrior on the field. This card's great.
So far, I've liked everything they've given Orcs because it's made them super powerful, in my opinion. They're not like crazy broken.
Yeah.
But it has helped a tremendous amount because this literally fuels your graveyard to give you more dudes, and it kills a dude for free.
Yeah.
It's literally free kill a dude.
No Bloodborne cost, no consume, just like this happens every turn. Deal with it.
Yeah, and you go get the thing that just makes your synergy cost 3. Sweet.
It gets you the 4-drop rare that you have. That's beautiful.
Do it.
Let's go.
Next is We Bleed for This. Unified. Bloodborne 20. You can only play this if you're Sharn and Viscera. Destroy up to 3 fortified cards in the field. Then if you do, conscript up to 3 Orc Warriors from your hand into your side of the field. You can pay Bloodborne 15 and eradicate this card from your discard pile. Bestow +5 to all Orcs on your side of the field.
I like it.
This is a really cool, like, in-the-game kind of card. If you really want to be balls to the walls, you have the other card that Bloodborne's 25. You go get 3 dudes, and then you have 3 dudes in your hand, and you're like, Bloodborne 20. I'll take my 45 this turn, and I'll just kill you.
Yeah.
Because this card and that card get nutty together, because you're just like, get 3 dudes, make 3 dudes, they're all +5.
They're all big, swing out.
Use my synergy, they all get big, and just be like, Mom, just 1 turn kill, get there.
And the art is amazing. Zolo, the Sacrificial Orc Bane. Attack 1, perish, deal 1 damage to target player's Warlord. There's so many other different Warlord or level attack 1 Orcs. Don't play this guy. Sorry.
Outer Rim Wrangler, Yadis. 1-drop warrior with Swift. You can consume 5 to play this either player's turn, and when it dies, you put 2 Orc dudes or 2 Orc Boars into play.
Yeah.
We just talked about better 1-drops. This is one of them.
Yep. Greedy Goblin, Fulgrim Flaws. It's a attack 1, perish, draw 1.
I like it.
I really like it. If it doesn't have any keywords that you need, but it's cool.
I like it even more just because the art's amazing.
Yeah, the art is
little goblins being like, "This is all mine, right?" And you're like, "Yeah, it is."
Isn't that a Laro's sword too? I don't know.
Yeah, I love it. Rage of Randar. It is a unified Bloodborne 15. All Orc Warriors on your side of the field gain Rampage. You can eradicate this card from your discard pile and pay Bloodborne 15. Bestow +1 to your Orc Warlord for each warrior currently on your side of the field with Rampage.
And that's permanent. It's okay. Why does Orcs have so much Bloodborne cost? It's not 10, it's not 5, it's like 15 or 20.
Yeah, they are very much, we're going all in on 1 turn.
Yeah.
And if you're high risk, high reward player, they're for you. If you're not, then don't do it.
Yeah, so I am turned off, honestly.
Yeah, they're very high risk, high reward from what we've seen so far. They're really cool, don't get me wrong. They got a lot of cool stuff going with them. And I think a lot of these cards really help set up what they can do quickly.
Honestly, sorry. Honestly, I would just put that card in the graveyard and do that second part, because that's what you need it for.
Yeah. Next, we have the Orc Bane Savage Wilds. It is a fortified. Target 1 warrior on the field. Deal 3 damage to target warrior. Then if you do, deal 2 damage to the warriors adjacent to it and 1 damage to the warrior adjacent to those.
Hell yeah.
If this card is discarded by a card effect, you can set this card face down on the field. This card's awesome.
Oh my god, yes.
Because it literally is, I'm going to hopefully clear your board or deal free damage to make your stuff little.
See, some of these 2 stars and 1 stars I feel like should be rares. like for 3 stars, because this is powerful. You can have a one-sided board wipe and be like, I swing in, and I can discard it from all my effects and put it back on the field.
Yeah. And even if it's not a board wipe, it makes them think twice about attacking because their dude becomes like a 3 becomes or a 4 becomes a 1.
Yeah.
So forth, so on.
Slash Solora's Settlement. Unified. This is brutal. Unified Act. You can only play this card if your Orc Warlord is Sharn. And then stacked effect. Each time you conscript an Orc Warrior from your side of the field from your hand, you can discard 1 card. And if you do, reduce the DMC of your Orc Warlord by 3. That's pretty good. Static. Each time you conscript an Orc Warlord to your side of the field by a card effect, you can discard 1 card. And if you do... What? So you can trigger this separately or twice to gain 6 if you do that.
It's cool.
It's cool.
I don't know how useful it's going to be, but it's cool.
Right? Exactly. That's a lot of discarding. So if you have if you do a discard combo, then sure. But besides that, I wouldn't play it. It's a build around.
Yeah. Honed Ivory Sabers. It is a unified arm. Bloodborne 5, consume 5. Send the top 5 cards of your deck to your discard. If you do equip this to an Orc Warrior control, the equipped warrior can attack twice this turn.
Yes.
Doesn't matter at what. At the end of each of your turns that Honed Sabers remains equipped to an Orc Warrior, you must pay 5 and 5.
Nope.
It was cool until it said that.
Yep.
And then it became not so cool. Like, yes, it gets to attack twice, so I mean...
But there's...
If you're going all in on the I'm going to kill you mode, then you play this. Because this allows you to do that 1-turn kill just to be like, hey, we're big and I'm big.
Well, sadly, there's that relic where you just paid 10/10 and you get to have it. That does the same thing. That lets you attack twice, no matter what. So I'd rather just use that relic instead of having to consume every time.
Yeah.
Essence of Legacy is unified. Bloodborne 15, consume 15. You can only do this with Sharn. If your Orc Guardian is Viscera, this cannot be negated or responded to. For the remainder of the game, each time Sharn destroys an opponent's warriors by battle, let's see, it deals 3 damage to opponent's warlord. This is really good. This is awesome. Because you just want to clear the way and take 3 damage to the warlord no matter what.
Yeah, no. Super strong.
And of course, whenever this is placed, any essences that are played goes under your warlord and cannot be targeted or affected or anything. It just applies that ability to your warlord. So it's cool. It's good. I would definitely 1 or 2 in your deck.
Next up is Hide of the Huntress. It is a unified arm. Bloodborne 15. Send the top 5 cards of your deck to the discard. If you do equip Hide of the Huntress to an Orc you control, it gets plus 10. If Hide is still equipped to a warrior at the end of the turn, destroy the equipped warrior.
Aww.
It's cool. They're making them very one-turn kills, which is kind of cool with what Orcs can do.
Yeah.
Like, that's very much what they want to do, is just be like, hey, you're dead. So again, high risk, high reward. So if you like that play style, definitely go towards Orcs.
I'm gonna have to look at other content creators' lists and see why they play these decks. Because for me, I'm like, eh. But okay, Blood Magique Totem, Fortified Act. Art is awesome. Static, this card cannot be destroyed by opponent's unified cards. Yes. Static, reduce all Bloodborne costs of the Orc unified cards controlled by 5. Thank you. Once per turn, you can Bloodborne 10. Search your deck for 1 Orc unified card with Bloodborne costs and add it to your hand. How do you feel about this?
I think it's really good, actually, because it allows you to get what card you need. Because like you said, there's a lot of Bloodborne cards, and this literally makes it cost 1 less, or 5 less.
5 less, yeah.
And it's just a static, so it happens on your turn and theirs. It's really nice.
Yeah. So you just get cheap unified cards, and then just, just dip them out for free.
And it's a once per turn on their turn to go get something. Oh, you go get an Orc unified.
Yeah.
So it doesn't. They were smart and didn't let you go get Orc fortifieds to be like, hey, cool,
just play this
free
out.
things, but you still get free value out of it. So I really do like it. Next up is Blackseen's Battle Husk. Fortified Arm. This card equips to an Orc Warrior you control, bestow plus 20, and it gains blockade. At the end of turn, if it's still equipped to a warrior you control, you can sacrifice it, consume 10, and activate the following effect. Reduce the DCM of your Orc Warlord by 1 for each warrior in your discard.
Okay.
It's cool.
It's cool, but you have to have so much for it to even be okay. Because, you need to be able to discard or put cards in your deck into the discard pile. And then you can also need Consume 10 to be able to sacrifice it to be able to get that life back. But then also it's giving you Blockade, which you don't want to ever do for Orcs.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
It's very dangerous. It's not dangerous, but it's a neat idea.
Yeah.
It could help, but I don't know how well it's gonna do. I don't know. Orcs seem good. I don't think they're as cool as I wanted them to be because I'm not very high risk, high reward kind of player. Like I do play weird things, but I don't know. They're
too wishy-washy.
They're a little too one shot. Like if you don't kill them, you die. Like I don't like that kind of deck.
And I'd rather do aggro with that instead of doing a combo build to be able to one punch someone. I don't know. To me, that's very lackluster. I'm sorry, but Orc Banes. But everyone keeps telling us that Orcs are awesome, and there are Orc players out there. So hopefully this helps y'all.
Yeah.
Honestly. With that, we'll go ahead and go to the Titans. And with the Titans, and as always with all the ones, if you just did a timestamp here, we're going to go through the veils because they look super pretty, and a few cards that they reprinted, and some of them have changed. I know one that has changed, and we'll talk about it a little bit, but besides that, we're just going to go through it. You can pause the video and read them yourselves. But with that, we do the Veil of Liberation, Titan's Veil, and then the Unbound Realm, which is pretty good for sure. This is the one we know that did change, Pandora's Box Unified. It changed Destroy All Fortifieds to 2. So thank you for that. That's actually really powerful.
Yeah, destroy 2 fortifieds, which is much better.
Much better.
And the picture's way cool.
Yeah, for sure.
I like it a whole lot.
And the other ones are Primordial Call to the Artemis Moon, and then Open the Primordial Pits. And then now with this is the cards from the actual new set. This looks very pretty. Shimmering Pool of the Lethe, or Letha. Leth. It's an act, unified, static. Each time the Tatarian Strix Titan Warrior tokens destroys the opponent's warrior by battle, you can eradicate the top 2 cards of the player's deck face up. Hey, that's really good.
Of each player's deck.
Of each player's. Once per turn, you can manifest up to 2 Strix Warriors with 2. Then if you do, bestow +2 to all Strix Titan Warriors on the side of the field. Yes, please.
Yeah, and I do believe one of their synergies puts in Strixes as well, so you just get free value out of this card.
For all value. And it is a 4-star, so you can only have 2. But if you're going that route, then play it.
Yeah, I think this is super worth it, even if you're just doing it for itself, because it literally is make 2 dudes.
Yep.
That get to help you eradicate cards.
Agreed.
Like, I don't care what else happens. Make 2 4/4s because it gives them +2/+2 or +2 attack. Nuts. That card's super good.
Play that card.
Enact Supreme Rule is a fortified. He's an angry man. Bloodborne 20. Only warlords can attack this turn, and guardians cannot use their consume abilities this turn. Draw 1 card.
Sideboard, but yes, I would play this card.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty neat little card.
Because when you know your next turn is literally, I'm going to punch you in the face, on their turn, you could be like, no, don't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Titanic Interruption. This card's cool. Fortified, Bloodborne 10. Sacrifice 1 Titan Warrior on the side of the field, negate the activation of a unified card, and destroy it, then draw 1 card. This can be great. Sideboard. Your Titans are very important. I wish you can say eradicate 1 Titan, then it would work. But
yeah, shackle them all. Wow, that's crazy. The picture's cool.
Yeah.
Bloodborne 10. It is a fortified. Sacrifice 2 Titan Warriors on your side of the field. Then, if you do, all warriors on the field gain blockade. If this card is eradicated by the effect of a Titan card, target 1 warrior on the field and play Bloodborne 5. Target warrior gains blockade.
Nice.
I like this card a lot. It's pretty cool for what it does because it stops them from attacking you, which gives
you another turn.
You more turns to set up. Because Titans are very set up, and I'm gonna win in 1 turn, but they get to do it really easily.
Yeah.
And if you get to have ways to be like, hey, don't, then
you do it.
Yeah. Stop.
I would definitely play this card. Also, shackling up a skeleton, I never understood because they can just break off their bones, move the legs out and then put them back together.
I think my favorite's the demon all pinned up at the back.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Pretty raw.
And sleep. That poor guy in the air though.
Yeah, the human just stuck in the air.
Bye, hero. Bye.
Yeah.
Okay, Obelisk of Power, Fortified, Act, Static. Bestow plus a -1 attack to all non-Titan warriors on the field. Hell
Gross.
yeah. Wait, does that kill off 1 drops?
It does.
I feel like that would. Once per turn, you can target one Titan Warrior on the field, pay Bloodborne 8, target warrior gains retaliate. Yes.
Yeah, this card's awesome.
This card's real good. And you can only control one, thank God, because that
would be too good.
Too good, but play this card. This card's so
yeah,
good.
Killing all your 1-drops. Oh, you have a 1-drop? Neat. I mean, sure, it gives them free perish abilities, but who cares? They don't have a dude in your way.
Yeah, perish ability to bring back another dude that's going to die anyway.
They're wasting their conscript to be like, I get to do my one thing. Neat. And you're like, great. Olympus, the great Titan giant of Crete. He has attack 5. He looks badass.
Yeah, that art's badass. Eat him. Good job. All right. Massive beings walk the realm. Is a fortified act. Static, bestow +2 to all Titan warriors on the field with original attack 4 or more. Static, bestow +1 to all Titan warriors on the field for each dwarf, hero, and/or angel warrior on the field. Okay. This card is eradicated by the effect of Titan card. You can set this card face down on the field. Makes it even better. Play 4 of these. As many as you can. 3, but this is great.
I don't know about 4. Yeah, there are 3. I don't know. That still seems a bit much.
I mean, +2, +2, +2. Especially if you eradicate, and then all of them can just get plopped onto the field.
I mean, if you're playing against dwarfs, heroes, and angels, this card gets even more stupid. Because you're just like, I'm gonna kill you. Oh, you have how many holy counters? I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts once it gets to not care. Psycheus, the Titan of the Great Flea. He has an attack 1. Perish, bestow +2 to a Titan warrior on your side of the field until the end of turn. Meh. It's a neat Titan to help you get with all the little Titan stuff that you need, but it's kind of meh.
Very meh. Primordial Badlands, Unified Act. Oh my god, here's the words. Once per turn, you can play Bloodborne 6, bestow +3 to one Titan warrior on the side of the field until end of turn. If the Titan warrior becomes more than double its original attack from the effect, the Titan warrior gains the following keywords abilities: retaliate, perish, draw a card. If this card is eradicated by an effect of a Primordial Titan card, you can target one card on the field with a cooldown and increase the cooldown of the target card by 1. Good. This is good. This is a great card.
Yeah, that's a really cool card. It does a whole lot for you.
Yeah.
I like it.
So if you, hopefully, Strix is a Titan warrior, so you do the Strix token, +3, that doubles it, so it has retaliate, and when it dies, perish.
Primordial Waves of Vigor. Unified Act. Static. Each time a Titan warrior with its original attack 2 or less attacks a warrior on the field, you can deal 1 damage to all other warriors on the field.
Okay.
If this card is eradicated by the effect of a Primordial Titan card, you can pay Bloodborne 5. If you do, add this card to your hand.
Nice. See, Titans really just back up themselves all the time. Sure, you play some blood money for it, but you get the cards back no matter what.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Monument of Might. As an act, unified. Bestow. Static +1 to all Titan warriors on the field. Forever. Static. -1 to all demon, orc, undead, or mythical beasts on the field.
Don't like it.
Because it attacks the little mythical beast.
And your demons too, there, buddy.
Yeah, I know. But, well, I mean, it's... Your demons are my demons, is what I'd say. It's good.
Yeah, it is a really good card. If you're playing Titans, you definitely want to have this... You want to have one of each of these in the sideboard, because if you're playing against the other ones, you're just like, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
Or if you're playing this against these
opposite
ones,
factions.
you're just like, hey, I'm going to kill your dudes. And so they're both really, really strong for what they do. So you definitely want to have them in sideboard at very least. But me, I don't like it because it kills my dudes. Essence of Destiny, Unified. This essence is Bloodborne 15, consume 15 like the others. If you're playing the Prometheus and the Titan Guardian, then it can't be responded to or negated. For the remainder of the game, each time Prometheus destroys an opponent's warrior by battle, bestow +1 physical attack to Prometheus. So he literally just gets bigger each time he kills a dude, which he kills a dude all the time.
All the time. He's a big punchy dude, and he gets bigger, punchier. And of course, with essences, they go onto your warlord, and they can't be targeted afterwards after that.
And I'm really hoping that each time is not per battle, because if it is, then his magical attack gets nuts. Then you're just like, kill those 5 1-drops, I get +5.
Game destroys opponent warrior by battle.
Yeah, I think it is each time on each one, because it's each separate instance of each time.
Yeah.
Or it could just be going off of the one attack, which it might be. I would hope so, but I don't know. We'll find out, and we'll let you know.
FAQ that.
Because that card would be nuts otherwise, when you're just like, kill those 3 dudes, I get +3.
Neat. I'm going to be swinging at you real good. Beacon Between Worlds. It is unified. Bloodborne 10, search your deck for one Arion and one Ethereal Titan card and eradicate both cards face up. Then if you do, you bestow +2 to all Titan Warriors on the side of the field until end of turn. I don't know what this is of Arion or Ethereal, so
We'll find out.
we'll find out.
Horn of the Catabalus. It is a consume 30 unified. Search your deck, discard pile, and eradication zone for up to 3 Granite Hammerhorn Catabalus and conscript the search warriors to your side of the field. Those dudes better be worth it for consume 30.
Yeah.
Just FYI. That's what I'm gonna say. Hey, look, here we are.
Grandai Hemmelthorn Catapus. It's attack 1. Awesome art. Has retaliate. Perish, destroy 1 warrior on the field.
Not worth consume 30.
Not worth consume 30.
Sorry, that other card is not worth these dudes.
By itself, okay, but not. You need to work with the synergy of Titans to be fully effective.
Yeah, this card by itself is amazing. Like retaliate and
Yeah.
perish, but like using 30 to go search these dudes up, I don't care
Nope.
for.
Nope,
Meh.
I don't care.
Strength of Atlas. It is a unified. Search your deck for up to 3 Titan Warriors and eradicate the search warriors face up. Then if you do, you can revive 1 Titan Warrior from your eradication zone to your side of the field. And bestow +6 to all revive warriors this turn. If the warrior is eradicated by the effect of a Titan card, you can bestow +3 this to target 1 Titan on your field.
Yep, it's one of the reprints for sure, and it's super good.
Oh yeah, it is a
Yeah.
reprint. I just didn't see it.
No, it's okay.
It does look really, really cool though now. Like I like Titans a lot. They're really fun. They get bigger and beefier.
Yeah,
And they're just angry dudes.
and they seem to be the I don't know about now, but they were at the time the boogeyman of
Yeah.
legions. But they're good. They're fun to play. They're fun to play against and fight against. But they're not completely unstoppable.
Yeah.
With that, we'll get on to the Undead. And with the Undead Rising, we're going to go ahead and reveal the Veil and a few cards that they did some reprint art for, which look amazing. But with that, if you're doing our timestamp here, we're just going to breeze through them. You can pause. We're going to put them on the screen if you want to read them, see if there's any changes for you. But until that, we'll get into it. Veil of Death, of course, is the Veil. Necro Realm, which looks very beautiful. And Imprints of the Grim, beautiful.
Yeah.
Revisit the Grim, awesome. Crypt of the Grim, that's so cool.
Yeah.
And then with the new cards of the actual set, we'll get into Vault of Souls. It is a fortified act. And you can only play this Undead Guardians Megshara. This card cannot be destroyed by opposing players' unified cards. Awesome. Static. Each time an Undead Warrior is sent from the side of the field or the deck to the discard pile, you can place 1 soul counter on this card. Once per turn, you can remove 15 soul counters from this card and revive up to 5 Undead Warriors from different names from your discard pile to the side of the field. Amazing.
That card's so cool.
So good. It is a 4-star, so you can only have 2 of them. And you can only have 1 to face up. Yes, put it in your deck.
Yeah, it's worth it because a lot of
Yeah.
people are like, but that's 15, and they're like, yeah, well, undeads don't care because they mill
Just
themselves a lot,
Heal themselves, revive themselves.
and you literally have a chain where you get the same dumbass card back 3 times, and like, it's on each one that dies, and they literally like chain into each other when they die, so
Yeah.
you just get free value out of it. It's so worth because you get the 15, you're like, get all my dudes back.
Yeah, do it. I don't care.
So good. Collecting Souls is unified. Bloodborne 15, consume 15. Play this card only if your Undead Warlord is Mortis and your Undead Guardian is Meg. Bestow +1 physical attack to your Undead Warlord for every 2 Grim Undead Warriors in your discard pile until the end of turn. If this card is sent from your deck to the discard, you can search your deck for 1 Vault of Souls and add the card to your hand.
It's called Synergy.
That's pretty good.
It's good. I would do that because you can just, as you can say, put everything in your graveyard and everything gets bigger.
Yeah.
Windmill of Corpses, and it is unified act. This was an early reveal when they first did the set, and it's amazing. When this card is first activated, destroy 1 Undead Warrior on your side of the field. Then if you do, send the top 2 cards of your deck into the discard pile. That's exactly what you need. Once per turn, you destroy 1 Undead Warrior on your side of the field and target 1 Undead Warrior in discard pile with a different name. Revive the target warrior to your side of the field. If this card is sent from your deck to the discard pile, you can send the top 2 cards of your deck to the discard pile. If you do, add this card from the discard pile to your hand. So it just keeps on coming back if need be.
Yeah, and remember that card we talked about, you need to get lots of dudes dying. This helps you get there because
Yep.
it literally kills your dude to give you 1 and give you a new dude. So you literally fuel that other card.
And then all the perish triggers you can ever want in your life happen.
For Undead, this is one of the best unified acts they can get.
Agreed.
Next is the Grim Shambler. He's an angry one-drop. He's a weird little like
Thing.
bear one-drop thing. I don't know what he is. Attack 1, perish, send the top card of your deck to the discard. I kind of like it.
It helps.
It's kind of cool for what it does.
Yep.
It's not like super powerful, but it helps the deck.
I can't. What's this stupid white Wampa? It's a Wampa from Star Wars, but it's undead. All right. Finger Droll, the Grim Witch Doctor. It's a warrior. Attack 1, perish. Target player discards 1 card from the hand if able. Wow. Once you just keep repeating. Perish. Eradicate 3 Grim Warriors in your discard pile. And if you do, you can revive Fungroll, the Witch Doctor, from your discard pile to the hand. And this is if you do. So thank God you don't have to do this every time.
I like this dude a lot, though.
Yeah, I would.
He's really cool.
I wouldn't use him a lot, especially if you're gonna repeat them with the windmill.
Yeah, but you still get free discard a card. Kill him.
Kill him.
Like I can make you have no hand easily with that windmill.
I like it.
Strugan, the Lord of the Endless Mill. He has attack 1, target up to 2 cards in the target player's discard and eradicate them. And then perish, target 1 windmill or corpses in your discard and add that card to your hand.
Hell yeah. And we talked about this. He looks like William Dafoe.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy.
He's somewhat of an undead himself.
Yeah.
So it works out.
No offense, we love you, William Dafoe. You're awesome.
Yeah,
but yeah, this card does look like you.
Grim Grave Grawler. Say that 5 times fast. It's attack 1 warrior shockwave. Comes into play, destroys target 2 or less, destroy the target warrior. Which I guess it's not too
It's
bad.
actually pretty cool for Undead to have a shockwave.
Yeah, it would. Because I don't think many of them do, or at all.
And it's even worse with them because they just like windmill of the dead. Bring
Windmill,
it back.
bring it back.
Kill it. Kill your dude. Bring it back. Kill your dude. Super dumb. Bone Rattle Fields. Fortified Act. Once per turn, you can pay Bloodborne 6. Destroy 1 warrior in the field. On your 1 undead warrior on your side of the field. If you do, manifest up to 2 shambling skeletons. If this card is sent to the deck from the discard, or from the deck to the discard, you can, by the effect of an undead card, you can manifest up to 2 skeletons. You can control 1 face-up Bone Rattle Fields. Pretty cool because it gives you free dudes.
Free dudes, and if you're playing the token deck, which is, you can, it's pretty wild. Yeah, play it for sure.
Yeah, get free dudes.
Sorrow Rock, one of the most morbid ones that they put out. I like it. Fortified Act. Once per turn, you play Bloodborne 1. Eradicate the top card of your deck face down. This card is sent from the deck to the discard pile by the effect of an undead card. You can eradicate this card face up. If you do, deal 1 damage to all player warlords. So, eradicate the top card of your deck face down. That's weird. Why would you want to do that?
I don't know what this card's for yet.
I don't know yet.
We'll find out if this card's good or not. Right now, doesn't look good at all. Just FYI.
Yeah,
At all.
at all.
Tower of Echoes, Unified Act. When this card is first activated, all players eradicate the top card of the deck's face down.
Okay.
Once per turn, you can increase your synergy cooldown by 4 turns and pay Bloodborne 4. Choose a number between 1 and 4. The targeted player must eradicate 4 cards from the top of their deck face down where X is the number chosen. If this card is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can target 1 card that is eradicated face down and send the targeted card to the discard pile.
So you're milling them, basically?
Yeah, you eradicate them or you.
That's weird.
And then it allows you to choose one of those 2 or 3 cards. But for me, that feels like you're doing extra steps to do the same thing you could already just be doing.
Yeah.
So it and the other card we just read before it, which helps this, don't feel like they're worth it.
No.
Like,
I wish it said every time you eradicate something, you deal 1 damage to opponent's warlord.
because it's also once per turn increase your synergy by 4 turns. So you're literally like, I'll take 4 and I never get to use my synergy this game.
Ever. Because what? Yeah, no. I don't know. We'll see if there's any more combo wombos with this.
Yeah, it's neat. I don't know what it's going to do, though.
So far, Infinite Dock. It is a fortified. Bloodborne 25. Eradicate all warriors on target sides of the field face up. Yes. This card is sent from your deck to the discard pile. By the effect of undead card, you can eradicate 1 warrior on the field and current attack of 5 or less. This art, I want a full art of. So, Veronica, I'm not going to mess up your last name, but beautiful.
Yeah, this art looks amazing. This card is actually really good, too.
One original.
Just because it's a one-sided board wipe. Sure, Undead don't really have, like, a powerhouse, like, beater, but if you get the free damage and get to kill all their dudes, then great.
Yeah.
Haunted Labyrinth is a fortified act. Static. Each time an opposing player conscripts and revives a warrior to their side of the field, your opponent must send the top 2 cards of their deck to the discard. Good and accepted against Undead.
Yep.
Static. Each time an opposing player attacks an Undead warrior to your side of the field, your opponent must send the top 2 cards of the deck to the discard. If this card is sent from the deck to the discard, you can send the top 2 cards of the target player's deck to the discard. So it is just a trap. Like, you want to do something to me, then you better discard. Mill some cards.
Mill some cards.
Which is actually pretty strong just because it gets rid of possible threats.
Yeah.
And if you mill their like 5-star, then you're just like, cool. Enjoy that.
Just don't play it against another undead deck. So sideboard this out when that happens.
Yeah.
Essence of Demise, and is a unified. Bloodborne 15, consume 15. Only can play it if you have Mortis. If you have the Guardian Meg Shara, it cannot be negated or responded to. For the remainder of the game, each time Mortis Grim Shadow Hand activates a special ability, you can deal 1 damage to target player's warlord for each warrior destroyed by the special ability. It's really cute. The cooldown is a little rough, but the fact that you're just dealing damage while killing everything on the board can be good. That could be a potential of 10 damage.
Yeah.
So, and of course, when you play Essence, it goes right onto your warlord and cannot be messed with or negated or destroyed.
Yeah.
So yeah, play it. Just play one of at least.
Next is Farm of Bodies. Fortified Act. Once per turn, you can Bloodborne 4. Send the top 2 cards of your deck to the discard. Once per turn, target 1 undead warrior in the discard. Do with the attack of 4 or more, revive the card to the field. If this card is sent from the deck to the discard, you can play Bloodborne 4, and if you do, send the top 2 cards of all players' decks to the discard.
Cute.
I kind of like it. I think it's pretty good if you're playing the if you have a couple of the big dudes, because it's literally just get a free dude.
Yeah.
And then you get to mill yourself to help trigger all your stuff. So it is really strong. I don't know if a full 3 of those good, because it doesn't feel that good, but it does feel like a 1 or 2 of.
For sure. Runes of the River Styx. It is a fortified act. Once per turn, you can play Bloodborne 3. Eradicate 1 across the Soul River Styx from your discard pile face up. Then if you do, you can activate the following effect of across the Soul River Styx. Okay, a lot of build up here. Probably not going to like it. But if the face up card leaves the field by a card effect, you can target up to 3 across the Soul River Styx in your eradication zone and add the card to target. Oh my god. What does it do? Wait, did we find another one? Because that's just a reprint.
We're going to find out. Hold on.
Hold on.
We didn't see it.
I don't remember it. Maybe it's an older card. Still don't play that card.
It doesn't feel like super good.
It doesn't. No.
I mean, it's cool. We have to remember whatever across the river Styx does.
You have to use all 3 across the river Styx. Then you have to eradicate
all
them.
3. It's just up 2.
Up to, but full value. Okay.
I mean, I guess.
But, and then this card has to leave. This act, Fortified, has to leave somehow. By a card effect. Not by a warlord or anything.
Yeah.
Don't play this card.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's not good. And then Whispers of the Grim is just a perfect, amazing art reprint.
Yeah, it's a super good reprint.
Do it. With that is
Woo!
all of it.
Lord, that was a lot of
If you watched all of this, thank you.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, because I
We appreciate you.
Yeah, we appreciate you. I mispronounced a lot of words and names, because it's a lot of reading.
Overall, though, I like the way this set works,
Yes.
because it has a lot of good support for each faction. I unfortunately don't really like... There's like 2 or 3 factions I think got the lower end, which I think will get fixed in another set going forward.
Of course.
I'm cool with that, because there's like 8 factions, so I can't expect every faction to get all the love, because that would be a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
But I do appreciate that every faction did get some cards that make it really strong. And I do believe that every faction's 4-star card is incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
Their unified act, because each one of them has one, all of them are super good. Every one of them is insanely strong for what it does for that faction. And each one helps it in a certain way. Whether you're doing, like, I mean, yes, some of them are only on certain types of them, like the Frostfang one or the Frostbite one. But still, make 5 Frostbite dudes every turn, all day, every day.
Yeah, because Blastforge is already too strong. So then why not just have the other side, Frost, be as equally as strong? And of course, like we said, some of them, like, sorry, the Orcs and the Mythic Beasts didn't seem like they got enough love. But that could just be our perspective. Your perspective that it could have just made your favorite deck better.
Yeah. Yeah, it is in the eye of the beholder of what you think things are. So we are not too fans of them, but that's where it is.
Yeah.
Overall, though, I'm super excited for this set. I'm super excited to crack these packs and play the set. We are going to do an unboxing of some of these cards soon, so be on the lookout for that. And then be on the lookout for all kinds of crazy-ass decks that we're going to be making, and it's playing on the channel here, so...
And if you like pack openings, we are actually doing those on TikTok now. People love that, so we're going to dive in onto that and all the stuff and see, hopefully, we can get out that the Elysium rare god that we need, for sure, for the next sets.
Yeah.
I'm still upset that it's a tease, but we'll get there when we get there, for sure. So, Kevin, you like the set?
I do.
I do too. This set seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of more mix matching and making everything stronger, especially dragons, and especially my demons. Those demons are going to be insanely unstoppable now, I feel like.
Yeah, that is where our allegiances lie right now, is dragons for life. I've accepted them as my my group.
And demons for all eternity. Yeah. So it's all good. With that, hopefully just down below, tell us your favorite card, your favorite faction, and see if whatever we say is wrong, you know.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, let us know if orcs are good somehow.
Yeah. For those that are playing orcs, we're sorry we down on it, but it's just every time we've played it, it's always just been terrible.
Yeah.
And maybe it's us building it, maybe it's something we're missing. I don't know. Let us know down below.
Or a fairy sprite deck. If you want to see me build one, we'll see. Just let me know. With that, hopefully you enjoyed your stay here at Geektopia Island, and you have a good day.
Later, guys.
Goodbye.
Make sure you subscribe to our channel, guys, and hit that like, and then also click that bell so you get all the updates and notifications on our channel. And then send us any comments down below so we make sure we get them.
And just to remind you that we are actually streaming on Twitch now, where we do all our deck brawls and also video game content. And also remind you that we do have a Patreon, and we like to go ahead and thank the Mythic and above Patreons. So thank you, Ryan.
Thank you.
We love you.
Boom.